hunting party of Lord Haz the Tall. He is a political opponent of Sir Drake of the Winter. I don't know. He's inconvenient, and he is likely to cause you problems at court. So you wish to see him dead.
Is he against the Gnomish Liberation Front?
It is rumored that that he has some proclivities involving the murder of gnomes. There have been disappearances, and he is thought to be behind.
Our justice will be swift and merciless.
Yes. Kill.
So, do we have a rough layout where their usual hunting spots are?
You know that they are hunting somewhere in this stretch of woods. They're somewhere within 10 or so miles of you, probably.
Would I be familiar with this land?
You've probably been hunting in this region at least once.
What are they hunting?
You don't know. Probably big game. They might be hunting for like a bear or a boar or something. I don't think they went out with a plan, but you would know. You would know that they were really trying to bag whatever they found.
Yep.
Well, why don't we approach this as if we're hunting?
I was thinking the same thing.
Isn't that exactly what we're doing?
Yeah, we're hunting. We're totally hunting for bears and other stuff.
Yeah, like we go and try and find the bear. Like we follow the bears
with swords and spears. Wait, isn't it illegal to be hunting in the king's forest?
You have a noble who is legally allowed to hunt in this forest.
Mm-hmm. You guys are my friends, so yeah, we're good.
And you're also a part of this gnomish liberation, or I'll have to kill you right now.
So, you know how I'm a changeling?
The party may not have known.
Well, they would have, because I look like this right now.
Nice.
Fair.
So, how do you want to do this? AGR survival checks to, like...
Well, first we gotta tell them what we're doing.
Yeah, what would you like to do?
Let's try and find these animals ourselves. Eventually, we're gonna end up in the same place if we're hunting the same thing.
That's what I was thinking.
So, I'm gonna start, looking for some bear tracks, some preferably boar or bear, like something that a noble would hunt, not some pansy ass deer shit. I don't give a shit about that.
Okay. So you want to look for what kind of creature? A boar? A bear?
Boar or bear.
Okay, so you're just looking for tracks.
Yeah, like where are these animals moving? Like near a water source?
Well, why don't you go ahead and make a nature check to see how much you know about how animals... Yeah, you would know animals like to seek a body of water, okay? They like to be able to not die of dehydration. So wherever the animals are, they'll be close enough that they can reach a body of water, in a reasonable time frame.
I assume I know where a body of water would be, right?
Yeah, you know that there is a river that moves through these woods not too far.
All right. Yeah, we'll start there and then fan out from there.
All right.
So yeah, you guys make your way from the road into the forest, towards the we'll call it the Plumark River, and yeah, there is a like a wide but fairly shallow stretch of river in front of you.
Are there any tracks by the stream left over?
Why don't you go ahead and make a survival check to see if you can find any tracks?
Could I try perception?
Nope.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Yes, you see several sets of tracks around here. There's definitely some deer tracks, and you see some very large tracks which appear like they may be from a bear.
Do I know the difference between a bear and an owl bear in terms of tracks with that score?
You know that bears are native to this area, but you've probably never heard of an owl bear.
Okay. I'll go ahead and point out the bear tracks, the big game. That's probably what they're going to be after.
Then let's follow it ourselves. Maybe find the den and then wait for them.
Can I
And let's-
be like off, like a ways from the party, just sort of sneaking through the woods, keeping pace with them, but not in the group?
Yeah, I was about to say, can we like be a little careful with our tracks?
If you're trying to be stealthy, you'll all want to make some stealth checks, but not yet.
Right, but I specifically don't want to be near the party
Right,
when
you
they're
separate.
making stealth. Yes.
You separate and you move slowly and carefully, and if they are also moving slowly and carefully, you won't have any pacing issues.
Be very quiet.
Okay. So you wander, you follow these tracks, and you move about you move about a half mile before you see what look to be a couple of like tall stone like pillars sticking up, and that's pretty much the first landmark you've really seen out here. The tracks sort of continue on, but you do notice these little spires.
This looks like some ancient ruins, like some old pathway. Like I'm gonna like try and investigate this, learn. Maybe it's like really old, ancient build just falling down and you can't see it.
I'm sorry, what are you trying to do?
Like, see how old these are. Figure out like, see if there's
Okay.
any more buildings or stonework.
Sure. Yeah, you can go over there. Why don't you roll a history check?
Almost all my rolls are going to be minus.
Okay. I mean, these are clearly pretty old, at least a couple hundred years. There's like moss growing up on them, and they're in pretty poor shape. There's 3 or 4 pillars out here that you can see, and only 2 of them are standing upright.
So there's probably not like more buildings or any other stonework that I can't really see.
I mean, there's little bits of brick and like little foundational bits. I mean, it looks like there was something here originally, but there's not much left other than these little these pillars, which are maybe 20-25 feet tall.
Oh, okay, that's a lot bigger than I was imagining.
They're not they're not wide. I mean, they're a little too wide to bear hug, but um, they are tall. But there's only two that are standing. The other two are like broken and shattered. And there's not a lot else out.
Hmm. Could I like climb them and like get a decent look around this area? Like,
Sure. Yeah.
Well, actually,
let's,
before you do that, how forested is the area? Would it be obstructed by foliage?
So the area is pretty dense. I mean, there's a little bit of clearing right in this space, but it's not large. It looks like things just don't like. There's a couple of saplings in this space, but it looks like the roots of some of the nearby trees have kind of taken all the nutrients out of this space, and there's not really anything growing right here. It's kind of a dead patch. Indeed.
so should I roll for that climb or
Yes,
easy?
please.
Athletics?
Mm-hmm. That is not how that works. Yeah, you managed to scale your way up. There's not a ton of handhold here. Like it has like vertical sort of stripes, right? So it's you do manage to sort of get your hands on them and use them to help get a handhold, but it's not easy.
Yeah, I'm a big, tall person, got long arms, reach pretty far. Easy peasy for me. And once I get up, like, do I see much more of the surrounding area? Anything that could be like, maybe there's like caves over there. Like,
I mean, you can't really see much over the trees. You do actually. Why don't you make a perception check? You smell smoke, but you don't see any.
that's concerning. Which way is the wind blowing?
The wind is blowing from the west.
Guys, I smell smoke from the west. And I kind of point in the direction.
Okay.
Okay, we go east then?
Do you?
I can't hit fire. My axe doesn't work on it.
Yes, my friend. Where there's fire, there's liberation to be had. The nobles are that way.
All right, let's start walking that way then.
Who's paying us to do this? Isn't the noble paying us to do this?
No,
Okay.
we're going on a hunt.
So you
No one's
abandon the
paying.
bear tracks and head towards the smoke?
No, let's kill the bear.
No, the bear's not the target.
What? We came out here to go hunting. Let's kill the bear.
No, we're hunting big game.
We're hunting the most dangerous.
Have you
game.
seen a bear? Bear is a big fucking game. Big as I am.
Have
We're
you
hunting
seen
the
a
most
noble?
dangerous game.
What is everybody's passive perception?
9.
Like 8?
16.
9.
I think mine's 9 is what.
11.
Okay, one moment.
Uh-oh. There are a pack of wolves out of nowhere.
No, don't be silly.
Watch out, thief.
Of course not.
I'm
It's
being
a pack
stealthy.
of
They
dogs.
can't see me.
I fucking hope so. You're gonna die.
Actually, all of you except for I don't remember what your character's name is, Lizard. Pavel.
Pavel.
I don't know why I thought you had like a different name for this guy. You might want to roll some stealth checks now.
Okay,
Pavel,
okay.
you were shouting from the top of this pillar.
I was.
All of us are rolling?
Yeah, I think you have the opportunity to be stealthy, all of you, except the one that was standing on top of a pillar screaming.
Okay.
There's a part where I tell you guys I'm wearing heavy armor.
This is the part where I tell you this is why I didn't stand next to the party.
Yep.
You know, I'm gonna have to remember that in the future. Says
Okay.
says Pavel loudly.
Aegon Targaryen, true heir to the throne. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Welcome back.
Hello, hello.
Holy shit! I didn't realize this. Apparently I have the same sheet open. I've had the same sheet open, an unupdated version of my sheet on the other monitor, in like a tab I didn't see for like a week because it's got none of my content on it. And I was looking at it, I was like, where is? There we go. Okay, so oh, good. All right. So let me think about everybody's positioning. One of you was on top of a pillar. The rest of you were sort of nearby, except for Iowa, who was being very sneaky.
Correct.
Okay. What is everybody's race?
Human.
Goliath.
By the master race, of course.
I look
We are
human.
Goliath.
Yeah.
Now, see, no. See, I hate when under starts sentences like that.
No, because I'm a
look
changeling, so I look human right now. I posted what I looked like. I look like Elmer Fudd because we're going out hunting. The party knows I'm a changeling.
Really look like that?
Oh, okay.
That's
Because the
terrible.
last time you had a character that looked human was the French guy, and he was some kind of blobby thing.
Yeah, and you guys
This
still
guy's-
followed him.
Yeah.
That's true.
Wait, that
Okay.
character was always a blobby guy?
No, apparently he wasn't a blob until after the ritual site.
The baby
Before that, he was just
sacrifice.
a creepy, evil French man who apparently we all blindly trusted.
Well, here's what
Okay.
happened. He died by the T-Rex, and I was like, fuck, meme magic AGR, come on. He just got his magic. And AGR is like, you know what? I think I can, we'll work this out. It was amazing.
Yeah. It was scary, but yeah.
That's no
Is
big
that
deal.
what happened?
No, we sacrificed a baby, and we all got magical powers.
Basically.
No, I know that part. I was there to listen. I was actually dead though.
Okay, so, all right, King Var. All right, so you're standing there, and you're like, yeah, we should hunt a bear, and you hear this loud grumbling sound, and you smell something dead, and then you turn and realize that there's a bear charging towards you at full speed, just barreling at you.
Oh, God.
And it barrels into you full speed, and it tries to bite you in the neck. You manage to move, but because it's charged you at full speed, I'm gonna need you to make a strength save to avoid being knocked prone.
Fucking bear bastard. Alright.
Sneaky ass bear.
I know, right? Well, I'm almost as deaf as a post, so.
Yeah, but I didn't see shit. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Come here, bear! Gah!
You managed to just put both arms out and just dig your feet in, and you guys just watch this bear run right into it. He just puts his arms out and just holds the bear right in its tracks, and his feet dig in. And eventually his arm gives out on one side, and the bear pushes past him, but he is still on his feet.
Should we roll initiative?
You must now roll initiative.
Near, not the initiative.
Don't.
Oof.
Oof.
And the bear rolled a 19.
Shit. Are you kidding? Well, never mind. Here we go again.
Don't worry, everyone got worse rolls than the bear.
I mean that's one like
Okay.
badass bear.
Drake, there's a bear.
I
Okay.
got a 3.
I'll go ahead and use a single sharpshooter shot, single regular shot.
There's a bar down by the creek.
That does not hit.
There's a regular shot coming up.
That hits.
He's within 5 feet of an ally, correct?
Yes.
It'll take 11 person damage. And
All
that'll,
right.
I'm going to back away, I'd say 30 feet.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Well, the bear's going to try and hit the barbarian again, I think. So, does a 21 hit Kingvar?
I think his name is Torment.
Torment. That's correct.
It's King Var now, damn.
That is torment.
Sorry, your name is still Kingvar on my
Oh.
side here. So, okay. 21 hits you.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately.
Iowa the Bush Wookie?
Don't worry, I didn't make the bear that dangerous for a high level party. You take 6 piercing damage, and this guy bites into your shoulder.
If you're a Goliath, make sure to reduce that by your con modifier.
Please do.
And you can do that on every time, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
They scary.
And if I rate, I just don't want to take damage from.
Alright, I took 6 points of damage. That didn't even hurt.
Yep, Gilbert.
I'm gonna shoot that thing with a firebolt.
Bear.
Feels nice to cast spells.
That's a hit.
Nice.
12 damage. You smell burnt fur.
I'd like to move 12. No, not 12. I'd like to move 30 feet away.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. You didn't go wild magic, did you?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Roll.
It's a D6 and a what?
A D6. If you get a 1, then you do it. You don't do it.
All right. It's merely a 4.
All right.
Rocks fall. Everybody takes 66 D6 damage.
The only person that survives is the guy with 9 HP.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew that would happen.
He was
He
outside
just
the
quietly
50-foot
slinks
radius.
away.
Speaking of, it's your
Takes
turn,
all
Iowa.
my shit
Okay.
basically and runs off.
So I presume I'm in like some type of bush or something hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Is there another bush within 30 feet of me I could hide in too?
Probably, yeah.
Or some other... Okay. Because I want to shoot from hiding with my hand crossbow. So since I'm shooting from hiding, do I have advantage on this?
Sure.
You have a lot of rocks fall on your wild magic table. You must really like rocks falling.
That's a hit.
There's
Okay.
also a lot of teleportation.
So that is 24 piercing damage.
The bear dies.
I then use my cutting action to bonus action to hide before I displace.
Okay. Well, the corpse does not see you.
It's dead already?
Yeah.
That was no fun.
Just saw a crossbow bolt right in the eyes, and it stopped moving.
I just dropped the limp corpse to the ground. Like, well, that was short and pointless.
Yeah, you
That
guys
was
are well
fast.
beyond the brown bear at this point.
No, it's not brown. It's not a brown bear. It's Brawn Bar. The
That's
king.
right. Right.
And at this point, I point to the west again, to the smoke, and then I jump down onto the bear.
Okay. I mean, it stinks, and the fur is matted and filthy. But it does cushion your fall.
Let us go. Then I start moving that way.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yep.
As the party's moving out and I'm like off on my own, I want to look. Does this bear match the bear tracks that we were following before?
Make an investigation check. These prints seem a little smaller.
Okay.
We might have pissed off Mama Bear, but we don't know that.
I resume stalking the party.
Okay. You follow the party, and you guys move. I don't know, you walk for about 15 minutes. And you come across what looks to be an abandoned campsite.
Ah, pity. We could have used their help in skinning the bear.
It is the nobles. Find tracks.
How fresh is it?
Hunt them down.
So, let me describe the campsite a little bit. You've got a large clearing where all the brush has been beaten down, and there's no grass that grows here. This looks like a place that is used as a campsite frequently. There are a couple of logs that have been hacked in half to use as benches, and there are 2 large tents, which are fairly ornate. There are some sleeping bags out in the like the edges of the fire, and there's actually 2 campfires, one near the tents and one a little further off.
With the description of the tent, does it bear any insignias?
Yeah. Why don't you give me a history check with advantage? Yeah, you would have had to do very poorly here to have not gotten this. You're fairly sure that this is the crest of the house of Lord Haz the Tall.
Okay. Has my noble lineage been vocal in their disdain for these group of nobles?
You you know he doesn't like you at court. Specifically doesn't like you, but also he's sort of an elitist snob. He's not a very nice man. He's one of the less pleasant nobles at court. But he would probably recognize you.
I'd like to go into the tent and try to ascertain how recently it's been used.
Okay. Roll investigation.
And while
Feel
I'm in
the
there,
bed.
pocket anything valuable.
Of course.
See if the beds are still warm.
The chamber pod is still full of stuff.
You do see that the chamber pot is full of stuff. And there's actually it's not much of a bed, but there is a bed in here, like a full framed single bed. It's got some like planks to hold it off of the sort of muddy ground. There's not a lot of indication, as far as you can tell, how long it's been empty.
Okay. Are there any valuables sitting out in the open?
You don't really see anything.
Okay. So it's just a bed and nothing else in there? Bed in the chamber pot, I mean?
There's a bed, there's a chamber pot, and yeah, that's really all you see in there. I would say maybe there's a like a clothes hanger, but there's nothing like on it, like a big old stand and like a table with no drawers, just a simple table.
Right, and the table's empty on top?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I go check out the other tent too and kind of search it real quick?
Sure. Investigation check. Okay. So yeah, there's a similar bed. Actually, there are two in here. They're of the same sort of quality as the other. There's no table in here, but there is another coat hanger that you see standing, and there's like a large satchel sitting atop one of the beds.
Does the satchel look trapped?
No,
I'd
that
like
would
to
be
open.
very unusual.
It would be very unusual. I would totally trap my satchels I leave behind. Maybe I'm just maybe I'm just a slight bit paranoid. I'd like to open and look through the satchel.
Okay. Yeah, inside the satchel there are a half dozen carrots, 2 apples, and you're pretty sure it's a large like bit of like salt.
I'm gonna take 1 apple and the salt. I'm gonna pocket
Okay.
that, and then I'm just gonna put the satchel back, and I'm gonna walk out of the tent having pocketed the salt. I'm gonna be eating the apple, and it's gonna be like, yeah, well, there's nothing in there.
Okay.
We should probably, as I finish up the apple, we should probably just sit in the brush until nightfall. Wait for these guys to come back to camp, and just hit them at night. Yeah, hit them at night when they're not expecting it.
That
I
sounds good.
like this plan. I will climb a tree and then drop on them.
I'm gonna go wherever they aren't and hide.
I will rise out of the bushes like Bigfoot.
Oh,
Alright.
can I check for any logs or whatever? Paperwork?
Yeah, roll investigation.
Nope.
Yeah, you don't find any paperwork. You would know it's probably unusual to leave a lot of stuff behind if they're going hunting. I mean, they've probably taken their horses and anything else. So,
That's a good point. Did they leave any tracks?
you would need to make a survival check.
That's good.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
There's a lot of horse tracks, but they sort of it's very busy right here. They've clearly had their horses like moving around on this campsite for several days. There's not really anything clear to you.
Do I know any choke points they normally come in and out from, at least?
Well, yeah, you know this campsite is on a bit of a hill, and there's a little bit of a trail that only goes, like less than 60 feet down, sort of into the woods. Also, the far side of the campsite has a steep grassy hill, but they've put some wooden steps on the hill.
Interesting.
Alright, well, I'm gonna climb a tree. And then,
Athletics check.
what?
You're gonna climb the tree. Athletics check.
Oh, yeah, I'm but thinking I'm gonna get some, like...
Does Pavel look
leaves.
particularly athletic? Like, would it be a problem for him to climb a tree, am I thinking?
He is a Goliath in a loincloth, and he's very muscular. And he poses a lot flexing.
Okay. It's just because I can literally just climb anything. I have a climb speed. So I could go up there and set up a block and tackle with some rope.
Nah. A real man needs no rope. And but before I climb up, I'm going to cover myself in dirt and get some leaves. Try and
That's better
give
than I thought you were
myself-
going to say. I thought you were about to say you were to cover yourself in oil.
Come over here.
It would
He's
be in
all
character
lathered
for him.
up.
All right, how about why don't you make we'll call it a survival check to see how good your disguise is, how well you're able to. Yeah, okay. So you managed to make some mud with a little bit of water out of your flask, and you pat together something that is a pretty decent disguise. You managed to stick some leaves and twigs to it, some straw.
The oil is for when we get back to town, Iowa. I kind of wink at you. Let's see what that shapeling can do. And then I start climbing the tree.
I contemplate lighting one flask of oil and tossing it into the tree after he's up there because he said that.
That's my athletics check.
Yeah, you make it up the tree. There's lots of branches. It's not too tough. Okay, so where is everyone else?
I'm gonna go ahead and ask Iowa for advice on a hiding spot.
Can I do that? Can I position people in good cover using my stealth skill to hide them?
I think you could help them hide since there's not any rush, I think. So you could give them each advantage.
Okay. Yeah, I will absolutely help people dig like little divots and stuff right beneath bushes and finding logs and stuff that they can hide behind so that they're completely hidden from just about any approach. You'd have to essentially stand on top of them to find them, is what I'm going for.
Lovely.
Yeah. That's what you guys look like. Then I'm doing this shit.
Mm.
Okay, so yeah, stealth rolls from anybody who's trying to hide, please. With advantage.
With advantage, because Iowa is giving you
Woo.
stealth school.
Very sneaky. You never been sneakier. And I don't care if you're wearing heavy armor, you still have advantage because I said so.
Huh?
That's how we do it.
I don't care if you're
Brother.
wearing heavy armor, you still keep advantage because I said so.
AGR, you are in fact correct. I have never actually been sneakier in my entire year playing with you guys.
Feels good.
Oh yeah.
Praise the merciful DM.
Well, I mean, I don't think noise is a major factor because you're settling down to be very stationary.
Makes
So
sense.
I'm not making that important to the oof.
I mean, there's kind of a precedent. There was that time Gilbert had camo plate mail, and as long as I didn't move, I didn't have disadvantage on stealth.
I suppose we won't know about Spectre until it's too late. Well, because my past perception beats that, but I don't know.
You have your roll is wonky, isn't it, Spectre? +2, keep higher 1. That doesn't sound.
He did the equivalent of a D22 keep higher one.
Yeah, I would roll that again.
Oh,
But for technical reasons, and definitely not because you did poorly.
what's up?
Of course. I mean, if you're gonna fail, you have to fail on the correct dice.
So if he passes, it don't count.
There we go. Look at all these 21.
Yeah, he didn't
You
roll
forgot
that right
50.
either.
Yeah, that's fine. It's close enough.
Oh, that's a nat 20 from
He
Hey, you
rolled
know what's really nice? Portents being nat 20. I still have to make my character, but I'm definitely going Divination Wizard. And I already know what my first level spells are.
Good. Okay, I guess I'll roll my stealth after I get everyone situated.
Speaking of which, every night while everybody's asleep, can I just ritual cast water breathing since it lasts 24 hours and it's not?
Well, we'll get to that when you get there. I don't have a problem with it, but we'll get to that when you get there. If you get there. All right, so yeah, you guys feel very nice and stealthy. Has everyone rolled? Are we good?
Iowa the Bush Wookiee has concealed us well.
Yes. Okay. So you all hide, and it takes about 2 hours, but it's starting to get towards sundown, and you hear a couple of laughing, boisterous voices in the distance, and the whine of a horse.
Can I tell at this point that one of the voices is indeed the noble rat?
I'd like to ready in action.
By all means, ready in action.
I'm going to shoot the noble when the guy falls out of the tree.
Are these guys moving in a line?
All right, hold on a second. Okay, so why don't you make a perception check to see if you can tell the voice. Okay, with the 14, these do sound familiar. These people sound like associates of the man in question, but you don't hear his voice.
Yeah. I'll do nothing right now at the moment, but ready in action to hit.
To murder these people in cold blood.
Perhaps, if it comes down to it. We could wait for them to go to sleep and then, just have them by the balls. We won't have to kill them then.
I did not hear that. You went robot-y and then completely gone, basically. All right.
Something with me being between two thunderstorms right now.
Probably.
That might be, yeah.
I'm sorry, lightning storms, thunder, the noise in my brain is working.
Wait, there's a storm outside?
There's two of them, actually.
I didn't notice.
So the men ride to the bottom of that wooden stairwell right next to the campsite, and you can hear them dismounting, and you're able to see that they tie their horses up at a post at the bottom of the stairwell, and they begin to walk up the stairs.
Okay.
How
I
long have
mean,
they been how far away are they?
They are 40, 50 feet and closing.
And how many?
There are two nobles and a sort of quiet man you almost didn't see, who does not look very fancy at all.
A serf type.
He's dressed better than a serf, but he's definitely a servant.
Squire.
Do one of them look particularly
Particularly what?
tall?
No.
Not our man then. Then I shall wait.
And I'm basically trying to figure out like how quickly are these guys going? Like that way I can figure out when I want to do shit.
They're walking upstairs into the campsite. You guys are situated around the campsite in hiding spaces.
Okay.
We can just wait for them to go to sleep, and then it'll be very easy then.
Okay, that works better than what I was about to do.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking like a twin spell levitate. Just snatch the two nobles off the ground.
Okay, so the two men make their way up the stairs to the top, and then they proceed towards one of the campfires. You notice they look around. One of them peers his head into the tent that only had one bed, and then he grabs a flask and sits at one of the wooden benches. The other one joins him right across from the space, and he pulls his own flask, and they begin to talk about their hunt. They are each carrying a couple of rabbits, but they don't seem to have brought any big game with them.
What weapons do they carry? A short bow?
Yeah, each of these men is equipped with with like a short bow, but also they do each have long swords back on their horses.
Mm-hmm.
They clearly have daggers, and they clearly have bows, but none of that is. Basically, the only thing on them right now is their dagger.
Yeah.
So yeah, they drink and they talk about their hunt. You'll see that they sort of, one of them is sort of miming, like he's making motions like the way he took his shot with his bow, and he's they're having a very casual sort of conversation, it seems, for several minutes, and as it gets a little darker, their conversation shifts, and one of them asks, where's Lord Haas? And he mentions the like a few other names that you don't necessarily hear very well. They both sort of look up at the sky, and they remark on how late it is getting, and they both sort of stand up and pack away the couple of things they had. One of them slings the rabbits up over over a pole near the fire, and they start to move back towards the stairs.
to put the rabbits in, right?
No, they put the rabbits on on hooks near the fire. There's like a basically there's two how do I describe it? It's like a rack. Basically, it's just like a couple of sticks
Okay.
put
They'll
together
be right
to
back.
make a rack.
Yeah, they'll be right back for the rabbits. All right.
I'd like to actually move with them, keeping like a constant distance hidden in the bushes.
Okay.
Just in case, so if they just mount their horses and start walking off into the woods, I want to keep following them.
Sure. Well, they do move down the stairs. What are you doing?
Can somebody send me the updated character creation link? Because I
It's
pinned.
Pinned.
don't. Okay.
Okay, so
3
they
minutes.
move down the stairs, and you see them sort of looking out into the distance, and they call out for Lord Haas pretty loudly. There's no response, so you notice one of them opens his pack on his horse, and it's spelled like this. So, yeah. One of them pulls out what looks to be a like a padded jacket, and you see he begins to change. The other one is checking on his horse, and he lights a torch, and he mounts up, and the two of them, after several minutes, mount up and begin to sort of slow walk into the woods.
I'd like to keep pace with them.
Mm-hmm.
Are they walking towards any of us in particular, or are they just kind of
They
walking?
are moving away from the campsite. You can no longer see them. You can hear their voices getting distant as they continue to call out for Lord Haas.
Okay, so it's clear at this point that they're not going to be coming back until they find Haas.
It seems likely.
It's also worth noting your 9 HP sneak thief has also
Is solo.
disappeared.
Yeah. I'd like to be the last to trail behind.
Okay.
But I'd like to vaguely follow the Haas.
Yeah.
You know.
You can all pretty easily follow that sound, even if you can't see them.
Are you telling me that Under isn't a full caster?
Yeah, he's not.
It's insanity, really.
He's a rogue boy.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of blasphemy is this?
I'm a 5th level rogue with 9 hit points and more AC than a cleric.
Yep.
What did you do? Roll all ones for your health?
All 1s and a 3.
Not even a joke. That's what actually happened.
Anyway.
Do you have a -1 to your con too?
Yes.
Hold on a second.
I rolled for HP. I get a D8 -1. I rolled 1, 1, 1, and a 3. So I got, the max HP at level 1 of 7, and then I got 2 HP for that last roll. So 9. But I'm real stealthy. I don't need 8 hit points if I don't get hit.
You're squishy.
I'm squishier than the wizard.
Torment smacks you on the back, you'd pass out.
Probably.
Go unconscious.
That's why he makes sure Torrent never knows where he is minute to minute.
He's got a glass jaw.
He's got a glass everything.
Oh, yeah. Pull a king on you. Just drop no weapon. Just go barehanded.
All right.
I think Kingvar is going to fight barehanded for me.
So I was close, and I'm quite far away to where I can like hear him, like yelping. What else is the party doing?
I'm planning on just kind of following. You know what?
I'm just following along. I have no particular destination. I'm just waiting to spring the trap.
If I were to cast magic, I'd be out of earshot of these guys, right?
You could wait until you're out of earshot, if that's
I
your
mean,
prerogative.
if you can hear them,
Right, but they're calling for a guy. I'm just, like.
I'm a big fan of surprise 11 p.m. pizza. I don't know about any of you. I am.
Oh, I love surprise pizza.
Oh yeah.
Alright, well, it appears I didn't miss much.
You missed surprise pizza, fucking coward.
Yeah. So, like they're shouting for this guy. If I were to just, what is it like, room volume, arcane words, like we're talking right now, this kind of volume, or do I have to like shout it?
To speak for a vocal component of a spell,
Yeah.
you don't have to shout, but you have to speak in a clear, like a clear, like outside voice.
Right. And after 5 levels of doing this, does this seem like the kind of distance where I could get away with casting without them noticing?
They are, you would probably, why don't you make just like an intelligence check?
Yeah, I'm good at those.
Check what that score is. Pretty sure it's my usual number, but it's my usual number.
You're probably smart enough to know they're currently listening for a response to their yelling. So, if you say something, they're listening.
And how far away do they seem?
Close enough you can still hear them very clearly.
Okay, very clearly. All right.
Oh, if it's very clear, they actually like to stay put until it starts to faint a little bit. Then I'll track.
Yeah. Same.
All right. Well, they wander a bit, and they begin to get a little more distance. Their voices get a little quieter, but you're pretty sure if you are attempting to, if you're attempting to spellcast, you're gonna risk either being heard or like getting out of range where you won't be able to track them down.
Okay. In that case, I will simply subtle spell it and
Okay.
become invisible.
Done deal.
It's at this point I will go ahead and start tracking them.
Okay.
That D6.
Ooh, random effect.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Oh no.
it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a 1.
Oh. Can we make it a 6?
Yes, but not for this roll.
Okay, so are we now doing 6s, or is it 1s and 6s, or just 1?
It is whichever one you decide, but you have to tell me before you roll.
Let's make
Okay.
it 4.
I
Four
literally
is
don't
nice.
care what it is, as long as you tell me what it is.
All right. So I guess nothing happened.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, before I break from the campsite, I'll go ahead and make a motion like to follow.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll start following, and then when I'm climbing down from that tree, I'm kind of swinging on the branch, like dropping, grabbing the other branch, and dropping again. I'm not really like being like
You're
a
Tarzan.
wild man, Tarzan, exactly.
Can you you're swinging from branch to
Yeah, just down, hanging from a branch
acrobatic.
and letting go. Okay.
Oh no, it's the wild man of
Ooh.
Schwarzwald. Everybody
Snap,
run!
crack, thump. You take 5 falling damage, and you make a very
Goliath,
loud noise.
0.
It's at this point I'll just go ahead and break back to my original hidey hole.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of stand up, dust myself off, and then I kind of like realize I'm cleaning myself, and then I kind of drop to the ground and start rolling again to get
Yeah,
more dirt.
So they continue down the road, or down through the woods.
Wait, they didn't stop to check that?
No, they did not.
Huh. Well, in that case, I'll actually go. Go again and track them.
Okay.
Yeah, I expected them to just immediately book it back like, oh shit, that might be him. His leg.
Yeah, I'll follow this guy at a distance. Like, if he's following them at 50 feet, I'm gonna be following Drake at another 50 feet.
Okay, you continue to follow behind until these guys, 2 on horseback and 1 on foot. Mind you, they're traveling very slowly because there's thick foliage here, and horses aren't really great on this terrain. So they're easy to keep up with, and they reach the river. You see these guys ride across the river. It is fairly shallow. It's very wide, but it's fairly shallow. And they continue to yell out, and they wave their torch. And the one who is on foot is having a bad time. He's like chest deep, wading across in cold water, shouting as well.
Does it look like while he's doing this, like he's having a very difficult time staying standing or moving? How strong is the current? That's what I'm trying to ask.
It looks like it might be a challenge, but it doesn't look like he's like an incredibly fit person. Like he's got like an average physique, and he's struggling, but only a little.
All right.
Does it look like it's possible to follow them across the river sneakily?
I mean, it's very wide, and there's not really any cover, but they are heading the opposite direction, and it is starting to get pretty dark. They're pretty easy to see because they're basically a beacon of light.
Right, so can I wait for them to just get just beyond visual range and then just kind of like slowly go through the, ford the river? So I'm not making a lot of splashing or anything, but also so they're not right there.
Yeah,
and then I can just like move to catch up to them.
You're not likely to have a major problem there.
Okay.
Could I take this time to take off my breastplate? That might be a good idea before I enter.
It'll take you a minute, but yeah.
Has the rest of the party followed, or is it just him?
I think it's just us 3.
As far as I know, I'm alone.
You're ahead of everyone else a bit, but
And
those guys aren't incredibly far behind.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for Iowa's mark, assuming he hasn't already crossed.
And I'm not fucking invisible. I'm gonna move up ahead from where I am.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
Iowa,
I'll stick
you want to start
near-
crossing first?
Yeah, Yeah, I just cross.
Okay.
As soon as they're out of sight so that they won't see me do it, since there's obviously no visual cover.
I like an athletics check, because the water's moving.
Okay.
It's not going to be incredibly difficult, but you do notice that the current is a little bit risky. It could sweep you off your feet.
All right.
You struggle. You lose your footing a couple of times, but it's pretty shallow, and you're able to. Yeah, although you drift quite a bit, you are able to get across.
Okay. I was about to say, like, if I actually start, like, losing control of myself, I would just pull out the rope with a grappling hook, toss it to the other side to get myself, like, a line I can hold to help myself get across.
That
Yeah,
is
I would've-
probably an
I would've
accurate
also-
description of what you end up doing. Yeah.
Fair enough. And then I grab my grappling hook, coil up my rope, and I go after the guys. So, as stealthily as possible.
Sure.
I'll go ahead and cross 2 after that.
I'll
Okay.
cross. Can I use my longsword to kind of like help? Like this is like a soft soil bottom, right? Or is it rocks?
It's a little rocky.
Okay.
When
This is
I
still
go,
putting the sword to anchor if I start to feel like I'm falling,
Mm-hmm.
leaning into it.
Athletics check for me.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm set with my character sheet.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, you guys make it across. You struggle a bit. You drift like a lot
I'll
down,
go ahead and help Gilbert so that way,
but you don't end up swept away or anything.
when I go to some, is there like a good tree where I wrap throw a rope over it and then swing across?
No, it's definitely too wide, and that would be incredibly loud.
Yeah, but my beautiful camouflage is gonna get washed off. So I guess I'll just swim.
You swim?
Just go through the water, not necessarily swim.
If it looks like
Okay.
he's gonna need help, could I help him? Oh, well,
I
in
don't
that
think
case,
he needs
never
help.
mind.
Very
Mostly
tall
he's
Goliath,
flying.
I kind of just casually walk over.
Yeah, he just strolls right across, straight as an arrow.
And then when I get
life.
to the dirt again, I kind of just start rolling again to get more dirt on me.
Well, I mean, you're already soaked, so sure.
I'm gonna try to move closer to the nobles.
I'm
At
gonna-
least closer from where I am, which is lagging behind.
Mm-hmm.
Could I actually take some parts of the breastplate and equip it, like have a halfway AC, without getting disadvantage to stealth?
No.
Okay. I'll just wear it.
Okay. Well, these guys are going slow enough. You don't have a hard time following, even after stopping for a minute to put your breastplate on without much. So yeah, you guys continue to follow them for another 20 minutes or so, and by now it's completely dark. What kind of dark vision do all of you have?
None.
Presumably none.
Just using hearing at this
The
point.
humankind.
Well, I mean, I've kept them in visual range, right, with the torch and
Right.
all, so...
They have a torch. They're easy to see. What's in front of you is not.
Can I then pull out my hooded lantern and keep it hooded just so I can make sure I don't, like, stumble in anything that's gonna, give my position away? But obviously it's not gonna,
Sure.
because the hood's on, not gonna light me up like a beacon.
Yeah. Okay. So you hear some commotion from the group. You hear the yelling get a little more frantic, and you see that they seem to have stumbled on something. They've stopped moving, and there seems to be like a lump in the ground near where they've stopped. They're
I'd
still
like to move
yelling.
much closer.
for Lord Haas, and you see that they've each drawn swords.
I'm going to douse my lantern and try to get into direct visual contact with them, so that I can see,
Okay.
like, not just following their torchlight, but actually I want to be able to see them and what they're looking at.
Okay, if you're closing that much, you should probably make another stealth check.
Because it's night, do I have advantage on the check?
No, but
The DC
you would be aware you would be aware they probably don't have good dark.
Fair enough.
Should
Yeah.
I do this as well? Since I wanted to get close.
If you're closing, yes, but also you're invisible, so I would expect you're not going to have too much.
Right, but
Don't now
you
one.
know, they might go, "Oh wait, that's not like a night animal. That's a big creature."
I think I'm too far away to currently really close in on them because I redressed, undressed, redressed.
Yeah. You're a little behind, but you could, if they weren't so damn stealthy, you could probably see the approach. You might be able to hear Gilbert sort of moving away from you.
Yeah, I'll keep track on Gilbert.
Okay, so Iowa. They're
Yes.
these guys have stopped, and there appears to be a dead horse, right in front of them.
Okay.
The horse is wearing barding that has the same coloration as one of those tents at the camp.
The one with the single bed?
Mm-hmm.
How does it look like it died?
There's a lot of blood. It has some large lacerations.
The type of
Hard to see better than
lacerations, well, are they grouped such that it would be like a claw? Are they stab marks like you would see from a horse getting ambushed alone in the forest by a bunch of people with swords? You know what I mean? Are they like parallel and grouped together?
They are pretty wide apart from each other.
Okay, what are the two hunters doing?
They're yelling frantically and waving their torches, and they've drawn their weapons, and they're looking out into the night. They do look in your direction a couple of times, but it doesn't look like they can see you.
I would hope not.
So do we kill them or?
How much time has passed?
I mean, since you started your little adventure, or since you guys started walking?
More specifically, since I turned invisible.
I don't know, a few minutes.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to be sure. Because movement narration.
Mm-hmm.
How far away am I?
How far away would you want to stop?
45 feet.
You're about 45 feet away.
All right.
Are there any obvious drag marks off from the horse, like from, say, a rider?
I'm gonna say none that you can probably see unless you get like really close.
So not heavy enough that it left like a divot in the ground highlighted by the torch.
No, especially not because you've got two horses, and like another man kind of in the way.
Are there any like stories about these woods? You know, like hags or goblins or spooky shit
Or
that lives in here?
werewolves.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yes.
of, what is the moon?
The moon, it's well, there are two moons, and neither of them are full.
In this world, werewolves on full moons is still a thing.
That's the rumor. Yeah.
Okay.
Are there any rumors about other creatures in these woods, or spooky happenings?
There are rumors about literally every creature you mentioned in these woods.
Oh, so these are like the local generic spooky woods where all the spooky shit happens.
No, that's pretty much how every wooded area in the world works.
Okay, fair enough.
People just really don't like the woods. They're scared.
Woods are spooky.
Mm-hmm.
These are the 100-acre woods we are here to assassinate Eeyore.
Who sent us?
Well, I'm gonna try and get in within
Rabbits.
range to where I can see with what's going on.
Okay.
Am I able to do this without a stealth check?
No. Stealth check.
No, you're gonna, yeah. Oof. What was that noise? Psst. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah,
Dun dun dun.
see a pair of red exclamation marks appear over their head. Give me a second.
I charge at them. Liberation!
Oh god.
my god.
Seize the means of
He couldn't.
production.
He couldn't
the
resist.
whoosh. You hear the whoosh as the torch turns around, and it barely illuminates this Goliath in the distance. And you hear shouting, and the guy with the torch and the other guy, they both turn their horses in your direction. And they shout, "Halt!"
I'm running at them, shouting liberation.
I think I'd like to bolt.
That sounds like initiative.
Initiative, yep.
Alright, I'll roll, but I don't know if I want to do anything.
Should I reroll this initiative? Or am I not there yet?
Would you have gone with us to check on them as they left? They slowly left. They left. Oh god, my mind. They left to find their noble friend or whatever the hell. They left the rabbit stuff there to burn.
You can show up in a minute, Sleuth.
Okay.
A whole minute. 10 rounds.
Oh, don't worry. You'll all be dead by then.
Wah, 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 wah.
Can whoever labels those, just label them Noble A, Noble B, and Courtier?
Sure.
Oh, that's what that one is.
Courtier or courtesan?
Courtier.
Damn it.
Did I miss anyone?
Yep, me again.
Wait, where's Pavel's at the end? He's 2.
I'm dyslexic. I read that wrong.
Okay. Gilbert, you're invisible.
I would like to move closer to them to, let's say, 25 feet and not break invisibility.
Okay.
Break them!
So that'll be my turn.
Kill them all.
Great.
How far do you want me to be from these fellows?
You probably were pretty far away compared to a lot of these guys. You're probably about 100 feet back.
All right. Can I ascertain they will intercept since the fellow yelled "Freedom, liberation," and I hear the horses charging?
I mean, there's trouble.
Yep. Can I get a sight line? I think that's what I'm trying to ask to where I think they'll be.
Because of the way they held their torches out, I mean, surely you could see them, but you also probably got just a glimpse of Lizard's back because his shadow, with the torchlight, so you kind of know where he is and where they are.
Oh.
He's about 50 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
Colonel, I'm
I'm assuming they don't see me right now. I'm gonna hold my action and wait for I don't know, to see how this goes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna like have my bow ready to fire.
I'd like to point out that I'm last on initiative. I am going to get attacked.
Colonel.
Yeah,
We're trying
probably.
to sneak up. We're trying to sneak
Iowa?
up.
Oh,
On
wait a
these
second.
guards.
They have
I'm
their
sorry.
swords drawn, don't they? They have their swords drawn.
They had their swords
Yeah.
drawn before that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll shoot them as soon as I see sightline. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Oh well.
You can see them now.
How about I shoot the horses? Let me shoot the horses. Yes, I'll shoot the horses.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I get advantage on the first roll?
They're not surprised.
But do they know where I'm at?
They don't know where you're at.
So I'm considered hidden, correct?
That's true.
This will be sharpshooter.
Colonel. We're trying to sneak up on these guards,
That's it.
but our Goliath is dummy thick, and the clap of his ass cheeks give us away.
It'll
Those
take
ass-
23 person.
The Goliath.
You shoot a horse in the head, and it topples over. It just falls, flies off.
Good.
And I'll scream, lay down your arms now.
You take 6 falling damage.
The decapitated by an arrow horse's head.
Yeah, I'll basically announce that where I'm at. Lay down your arms now or you'll all be killed.
Okay.
And I choose not to attack. I'd like to break line of sight 30 feet. I'm not hiding, but I'm just breaking line of sight. I'm
Okay.
basically circling around anyway. That's it for me.
All right. Spectre, what would you like to do?
What do I see?
There are 2 nobles that were just charging on horseback towards your Goliath friend. A little under 100 feet away, maybe 80 feet away. Your Goliath friend is about 40 feet from you. Let's see. One of the horses just died, and the rider was tossed forward.
Kill.
It's very dark, so you can no longer see that rider. The other one was holding the torch.
All right. In that case, I'm going to. The sheet says my movement speed is 15 feet, but that can't possibly be correct.
That sounds incorrect.
The default's 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
What race are you?
Human monk.
Then, if anything, you'd have above 30 feet.
Probably have 40 or 45, depending on your level.
I should have at least 40 because of the 1 feet. We're not wearing heavy armor. Speed increased by 10 feet. Melee attacks don't provoke opportunity for the rest of the AC by 1 when not moving. So it's at least 40. I'm trying to figure this out. This is weird.
I hate when you mess with those sheets. A lot of the time, if you don't reset them, or if you reset them instead of closing them and opening them again, they'll fuck up basically.
Why don't I just call it 40?
That's fine.
And they're what, 90 feet away?
About 80. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna dash up to them.
Okay. Yeah, you can dash up to the one that fell down. You can't really see him, but you would know where he is.
Okay. And since that's both my actions, that'll be for my turn.
Okay. You're standing over a guy who's prone with a face full of dirt. All right, Iowa.
So there's one noble on a horse with a torch, one noble on a dead horse with the dead horse on top of him.
No, the horse fell down like face first, and the guy got thrown forward off of him. So he's on the ground like 5-10 feet in front of the dead horse.
Okay. And these are the only two guys I see?
There is a third behind them.
What is he doing?
He seems to just be sort of standing there terrified. He does have a weapon out.
Okay. How far away from me is he?
You cut out, I'm sorry. What?
How far away is the courtier from me?
Well, you had moved in, and these guys began to move away from you, but they probably only made it like 20 feet away from you, really. The courtier would probably be within 10 or 15 feet of you. You got really close.
Yeah, I was within direct visual.
Yeah.
Then in that case, I'm going to shoot the courtier with my hand crossbow from hiding.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit him?
An 18 hits this unarmored man.
Rest in peace.
Hopefully he dies quickly.
He takes 20 piercing damage.
Fucking nerd.
You
deserves
hear
it.
the toing of the crossbow, and instantly you just see there's a bolt all the way through his head, and he just drops immediately.
Okay. I will then cunning action hide,
Okay.
and then I would like to displace to get within 30 feet of the guy not in a torch, if I can do so without revealing myself.
Yeah, you can get there. You can hide behind the dead horse.
Okay. Do I have to make a stealth check? Since I'm
The other guy's
revealed
pretty
myself with a shot.
preoccupied.
Okay.
I think the other guy is too preoccupied.
Your call. All right. Then I'm done.
Okay. Well, Noble A is going to charge forward and attack the Goliath.
It's 40 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Did they
got a
move?
horse.
I thought both of the horses were dead.
Just one
There's
of them
one
is-
dead horse.
I thought the other one got shot too.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. So he's gonna run. He's gonna ride past you and make 2 longsword attacks.
I'm curious. Since he didn't see me, did he ride past me?
He did ride past you, but he wasn't in melee range. He was
Okay.
He was a little too.
Too far for an opportunity attack?
He probably closed in within 15 feet of you, but that's as close as he got.
Okay.
Smile.
Okay. So yeah, he swings his longsword at you twice, and it's dark, and his horse is clearly flustered, and it like rears up right as he takes his swing, and he swings over your head the first time, and then he tries to bring his sword down, and the horse nearly kicks him off, before he like regains control and manages to sort of circle away. He moves. His horse circles so that he's about 10 feet away, which does give you an opportunity attack against him or the
Excellent.
horse.
I'm going to target the horse with my longsword.
Okay.
Stop killing the loot.
The Liberation has no need for horses.
But my pockets do.
You're a horse racist.
They're probably
That's a
branded
miss.
anyway.
I mean, a horse is a horse, of course.
We can fix that. I've got a forgery kit. We can fake that.
Make it a mute.
I'm a
Okay.
wizard. I can
So you
fake.
miss. I think that's it for his turn, though. So Torment.
Mister.
5,
Yes. What?
4. Okay. Your turn.
Okay, good. I want to hit somebody. I want to burst up out of the ground and jump on something.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna give it to you. I'll say you can run up to the guy who just attempted to hit the other Goliath.
On the horse?
Yeah, he's on horseback. You can
Okay, I
hit
wanna ask
either
you-
him or the horse.
Okay, that's my question. Is the horse armored?
No.
I'm going to hit the horse.
There goes
What's
all our
this? He
profit.
is mounted combatant.
You hit.
Not anymore. He's not mounted. Let me see what my axe is. I think a D8, I believe. Mistaken. Yes. Battle axe. Yeah, D8. Plus.
Okay. So you swing around and you try to bring the axe head down on the horse. But the rider swings his sword down and knocks your axe part way away, and you end up hitting with the flat, and you just knock the shit out of this horse with the flat of the axe.
All right. Well, then, with my second swing, since he's going to interfere and reach down to block my axe, I'm going to swing the axe up and catch him on the saddle and try to unseat him.
You do, just before you make your decision, I would like to mention, the flat of your axe hitting that horse seems to have knocked the shit out of it.
Well, I know. And now it should be falling or stumbling forward.
You pretty nearly knocked him out with that swing. He's still up, but
Well,
it
good.
still
I mean-
did a lot of damage.
Which means he should be easier to hit, right?
Murder, kill.
Can I get
I'm just
advantage?
mechanically telling you the reason that didn't kill him is just, is flavor. I'm just
Yeah, okay. Well, since I smacked the horse and it starts falling, I'm just gonna hook the axe back up and try to catch him as he's coming that way. Could I get advantage?
It's flavor. It's just
Yeah.
flavor.
Okay. Flavor his ass up. See. Did that hit?
All right. Unfortunately, this is the guy in the breastplate. So no.
All right, then. I'm done.
These mother doctors got breastplates? I thought they had padded jackets.
One of them has a breastplate.
You can't go
This is
far
the
on his
fancy
horse.
noble.
So, done.
Okay.
No, wait. I'm gonna use my bonus action to go into rage.
Okay.
And
All right. The other noble has a face full of dirt. He's gonna claw his way back up to standing. And let's see, who was in melee with this guy? The monk, right? He's gonna swing at Spectre. Do either of these hit you, Spectre? Wow, it's terrible rolls.
Not his day.
Let me see.
I mean, surely they can't.
2 9s, yeah, they're not killing.
I
They
mean,
came real close, though, let me tell you.
Oh, that's nat 20.
The monk with the freaking dex and wisdom of 10.
Oh man. Okay, so moving right along. Yeah, he misses with both of his attacks.
The courtier's ripperoni pepperoni. So it's down to Pavel.
Yep, Pavel. TikTok, Pavel.
It's
What?
a grand lizard.
Oh, sorry, I forgot my name. Okay, I I'm gonna go tackle or grapple the one on the horse.
Okay.
Is that an athletics check?
Yeah, that would be contested athletics. He does not do well. You have grappled him.
Yeah. With my movement, can I de-seat him and pull him down to the ground?
Yes. With all of your movement, you can get on, grapple, and put him on the ground with.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Okay, you punch him in the face. Let's see it. That does not hit.
All right.
Basically, you just ting right on his helmet, and it doesn't really hurt him.
While I'm doing this, I'm kind of like shouting liberation a bunch of times.
Uh-huh.
Not really anything else, just liberation. Not even like the word freedom. Just one word over and over again.
Okay.
Because that's the only word he knows.
All right, so back up to the top, I guess. Gilbert.
Well, seeing as how the rest of these guys have this thoroughly in hand, I'm just gonna investigate the horse.
Okay. Roll investigation. This horse is dead. It's got some pretty gruesome looking wounds that look like they're from a straight edge blade.
Excellent. There we go. How many cuts did the horse take?
There are a handful of really nasty gashes, but what you notice is actually that there are many more punctures. Like the belly of this horse has, I don't know, 24 just little punctures in like random spaces.
And how coagulated is the blood?
Not incredibly. It looks like this has been here, maybe 2 hours.
All right.
Okay.
That's
All
it.
right, next.
All right.
Straight.
We got one noble prone and we got one noble standing.
Well, this prone one has stood up, but yeah, they're both. One of them is actually no. They are. There is one prone. It's just the opposite one. The one in the breastplate is now and grappled.
Okay. The one that's not prone, I'd like to attack that one with the longbow.
Okay.
Actually, I'll have this one as a disarm. The first one will be a disarm.
Okay.
Does that hit the fella?
It does. You shoot him in the hand, and he drops his sword.
I'd like to make a beat. How far away is he from me?
He also screams like a bitch.
Yeah, that's painful, I imagine. How far away is he from me?
Baby back, bitch.
I don't know. He's probably still, 40 feet away from you? 50 feet away?
Hmm. Could I shoot his other hand for the fuck of it?
I mean, that's a very specific shot, I guess, yeah.
We can call it a sharpshooter shot that's non-lethal, maybe?
No. He's not holding anything in his other hand, but you can do another disarming shot to put an arrow in his other hand, I guess.
Sure, yes, I'd like to do that.
You have inserted arrows into each of this man's hands.
Yep.
Good.
I'm closing in.
Okay.
That's it for
Good.
me. I'm just basically going to be repeating what I said earlier, which is kind of funny because, you know, he's already disarmed. I'm still saying it.
Then he set him on fire.
Spectre's turn.
Spectre, there's a man standing in front of you with an arrow in each of his hands.
Well, I'm gonna clobber him with my fists.
Okay.
It's clobbering time. Let's see how much I clobber for. First, let me see. So how does the 2 hit and all that work?
Since
You
you're
sure-
monk, it's very straightforward. It's dexterity for hit and damage.
I'm
Yep.
sorry. Could you repeat that?
It's dexterity for to hit and damage since you're a monk.
It's real easy.
Wait,
just-
I thought we were doing it so that all physical attacks had to go through strength.
You're a monk.
Damage.
You can choose strength or dex because you're a monk for your damage, but your dex to hit on everything regardless because of the system.
Man, I built this completely wrong then. Fantastic. Okay then. So this is just all going to be off of dex. So
I mean, I won't tell if you won't if you change your character last second.
that's the first swing. There's the second swing.
Let me just ask, if you had your strength mod, what would that have?
Also 2.
So it's not going to make a difference.
But you're not
Right.
proficient with your strikes? What's going on here?
I don't know. I think the sheet's fucked up.
I think
Yeah,
the
I
sheet
think so,
has to be
too.
fucked up. You should have a proficiency bonus of +3 at your level.
Oh, it's not adding to
So unless
proficiency for some reason. That's weird. Let me correct that. Okay. Then that second hit's still going to be a nat 1. But that's
Yeah, I think the first one's going to hit, I think.
12 and a 6 respectively.
Yeah, the first hit, the first strike hits. The second is clearly a miss.
And that is
Okay. So you deal 6 bludgeoning damage. I'm sorry, 6 clobbering damage.
Thank you. Did that put him down?
No. No, it did not.
Well, then I'm gonna flurry of blows and clobber him again.
Okay.
+5 instead of +2.
That hits.
And I get a special effect with this. Hold on. I'm going to have him. He's standing up, right?
Yes.
I'm going to have him make a dex save or be knocked prone with this as well. Well, he's got to beat a. It's not like it's difficult. He's got to beat a 12.
He rolled a 20.
I guess he's still standing. And then I'm going to move 40 feet away from him.
Okay, he's
Don't you get
Wait,
a
you have
second
another.
attack with flurry?
yeah.
I thought it was just one attack with flurry of blow.
No, bonus
So-
action is unarmed strike. You can just do that anytime for free after you've
Oh,
attacked.
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Flurry
That's
is
the
like
monk's martial arts. Flurry of blows takes a key, but you get an extra attack.
Well, let's hit him one more time.
Huh.
That's a little better.
A little
Fancy
bit.
that. He looks very unwell.
Okay. And now I'm going to move my full movement away from him.
Okay. He's going to decline to use his reaction to attempt to attack you.
Well, it doesn't matter because he can't because I got that feat and he can go fuck himself.
He's got arrows in his hands.
Yeah. It would just hurt too much to try
Yeah.
and punch you right now.
He attacks you with a wooden shaft.
Giggity.
God
Okay.
damn it, I walked into that.
Nani?
Okay. So, moving right along, Iowa.
So what do I see going on right now?
Okay.
Just fucking around.
So one of these guys has 2 arrows in his hands. The other guy is prone and grappled by the Goliath.
All right. Well, the guy who hasn't dropped the armaments in his hands, I'm going to shoot him from
Okay.
hiding.
Is that
Well, he's prone,
super advantage?
so you have disadvantage.
Wait, they're both prone,
They're both
No,
prone.
the one who is armed is prone.
and that's the guy that's been grappled.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'll shoot the other
Oh.
guy.
Okay.
19.
That is a hit.
Wait, is this the one with the 2 freaking arrows in his hands?
Yeah, he was pretty
God damn
unwell
it.
already.
God damn it.
23 piercing damage.
Okay, well, you overkilled him by 20 hit points, so
Gee,
an
that
arrow
was so hard
goes
to non-lethal
through.
him.
An arrow goes directly into his heart. And you
Okay.
see he grabs at it and sort of claws at it with these arrows piercing his hands. And he just sort of keeps clawing at it. And then he drops to his knees and he's still clawing at it, just kind of staring straight forward, just clawing at this spot on his chest. And then he falls directly onto his chest. And you see the arrow penetrate through his back.
Okay. I will then cunning action hide, and I'm going to move towards the courtier.
The corpse of the courtier.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You're pretty sure nobody sees you, because the one guy who's left has much bigger problems right now.
I would say so. Yes.
Yes, fault.
That's it for me.
Okay. This noble is going to attempt to escape this grapple. Ooh, you know what? I have another idea. Before we do that.
Does he pull out a diamond and say, "Alright,
No.
He pulls out a gnome.
But there is something he can do here. So
Start
let's
begging for
let.
mercy.
He's gonna grab his dagger off his belt. And then he's gonna try to escape.
Oh, I'm gonna get shanked. Oh.
No, you're not gonna.
As soon as you saw the dagger, you got really scared. It was like, nope, nope, not in the eyes, nope.
Oh no, he's a lich!
Haha.
Joke's on you!
Shoot arrows into his nipples that are sticking out.
Oh, that'd be a twist.
It's a black dagger.
He
You
did really
recognize it.
badly with this dagger. Jesus.
I know, right?
Turns out the noble was killed by the party from nautical campaign.
All right, well, he escapes the grapple and he attempts to stab you, but he is unsuccessful.
Is he still laying on the ground with me?
Yes. I guess he will stand up,
Oh,
since that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's his full turn. So
Poor man.
torment.
Straight to Pavel. Oh wait.
Poor man. I'm gonna hit him.
Reasonable.
Since he's standing now, he got up off the ground.
Oh,
Alright.
before he does anything else, just before you do anything, he will say some things. He is gonna shout one more time for Lord Haas, and also, probably like loudly ask, "Who the hell are you people?"
I'm Batman.
Thine mother.
He dies to I'm Batman. Oh my god.
Actually, for this time period, that's fucking terrifying.
I don't think I've ever had an NPC go "Nani" before, but I think that's what he said. There's just a giant red question mark over his head, and then he gets nat 20.
That dude does no damage.
Oh yeah, that's not a very good nat 20.
Did you add your rage damage?
That's only added another 2 points.
I
So
thought
that's
your strength was higher.
no. My strength is only 16.
Okay.
So it would be actually a 13.
Okay.
Then I can hit him
Alright.
again though.
Sure.
I do have 2 attacks. 3 attacks actually if I want to get technical.
Oh my god.
This has been fun.
He's gonna fucking die next Saturday.
Okay.
Mister,
dice
you're gonna
demand
die
blood.
this Saturday.
So
The dice are
this
gonna
guy-
leave you when you need it.
this guy attempts to parry both of your blows, and he barely manages to knock your axe like away from vital spots with both of these swings. And he looks real haggard and real unhappy.
Wait a second. Are we doing the what's the bloodied condition? What is that again now?
Oh, that's true. That's true. He would be bloodied. Let me You haven't really had that come up because you've killed the people too fast. You know.
That means he gets to attack me and I get to attack him, right?
Yeah, he can use his reaction to make one additional weapon attack every round. So I guess he'll immediately.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Does an 18 hit you?
I believe it does. I believe my armor class is 17.
Damn.
Okay, so let us see what that does.
Yeah. Class is
He does 3 damage. I'm gonna make this a I'm gonna make this a maneuver just so he does some amount of damage, and we'll make it a trip attack.
He's gonna make it a what?
It's a trip attack.
I gotta make a
Master.
dex save.
Yeah, you're gonna need to make a let's say, there you go. And now it does 8 damage total, and yeah, you have to save him to avoid being knocked prone.
Is it a strength
That's a
save?
success.
He hit me for 8 damage total.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And that's it for his reaction. It is your.
Okay, so it'd be my turn now. All right.
Is it?
Just remember that you're Batman and Batman doesn't kill people unless they're really annoying and it's in a video game because video games don't count.
Yep.
Fucking bullshit that Batman
Yeah,
kills
but
the
you can
Joker.
finish your turn now.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action attack for my rage.
You're a berserker.
That does not hit.
No. Yeah, I'm a berserker.
He managed to sort of recover his stance and knock your axe away pretty clearly that time. Anything else, mister?
No, I'm at.
All right, moving on. A lot of dead people here, so yeah, Pavel.
I
What?
kind of go over to him and I say, "Stop resisting," and then I punch him in the face non-lethally.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot what my dex was. Does that hit?
That does not hit.
Ah, shit. Well, I'll punch him
Don't
again.
you have your proficiency bonus to that?
I don't know. Punch one with my fist.
I mean,
Proficient with
everybody's
unarmed strikes.
proficient with unarmed strike.
So it should
Oh,
be
okay.
So
plus.
that should hit.
Yeah, does a 20 hit?
Yeah, 20 hits.
Alright, then I'll punch him. And D4 for a punch.
So it's usually just a 1 plus your strength mod, unless you have something that gives you a d4.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
And then I'll punch him again.
Hey, Dicebot, roll a 2. Okay, you have a 2, which equals 2.
I don't care. Now, there you go. He's still up.
You should have just clubbed him with an axe.
Oh, I know. I have a flaming sword I could use, but I kind of want to punch people and say, "Stop resisting."
It's very fun.
I could finish this. I have Fireball.
Do it. Wait, no, don't.
No, don't do fireball. No, that's bad.
I was told to do it.
Our barbarian is lathered up in
Okay,
oil.
Gilbert,
He'll
it is your
explode.
turn.
You say that like
Um.
it's a bad thing. You know what's scarier than a pissed off barbarian? A pissed off barbarian on fire.
A very sexy on fire barbarian.
How bad off is this last guy looking?
He's looking pretty fucked up. Like he's definitely he's definitely gonna need like
Question.
a hot bath and like a warm meal and a few days off after this.
Does Pavel get the bloodied extra attack?
Oh, are we doing the -2 to AC or an extra attack?
He gets an attack every round. He gets to make an attack every round, but his AC goes down. Let's keep it moving.
I'm just gonna stay invisible. Go, comrades. This horse has been stabbed to death several times in the stomach and has deep lacerations. I don't think they're gonna know where the Lord is.
Liberation!
Yes, liberation, woo! And I end my
Okay.
turn.
Okay, Drake, what would you like to do?
Well, I see the man still has a sword in his hand.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to change that.
Yeah.
Shoot more people in the hands with more arrows.
That is a hit.
How close is he from me? Can I pommel strike him?
You could probably run up and do that.
Yeah, so I assume I disarm him with a longsword attack.
Okay.
Well, not the longsword attack. I'm sorry. It was a bow. I shot him with an arrow.
Okay, so you shoot him, you disarm him, and
Closing in.
closing in.
Yep. Yeah. 10 feet from where he's at, I drop the bow, pull out my longsword. Could I kick the longsword away?
You're doing a lot of things.
Yeah. The dropping bow is a free action. Drawing up the longsword is an item interaction.
I would also call the kicking an item interaction, so it's probably an issue.
Then I'm gonna punch him for the meme. I'm gonna kick the longsword away though.
Okay.
Actually, could I?
What?
No, I'm just gonna pommel strike him. Let's pommel strike him. That makes sense.
End him rightly.
I'm trying to go for non-lethal, by the way.
And him rightly.
Do I end him rightly?
You hit.
Hello there.
Oof, I don't think I end him rightly.
You do not end him rightly. Although you're pretty sure you just knocked out a couple of teeth. Howdy, Meta. We decided to do a last-minute one-shot without informing anyone ahead of time.
Yeah, I saw. I was reading the chat. I saw
That's
people
gonna
were
be it for
rolling
me.
D2s, and then everyone chose to be a caster. So you were like, "Yeah, fuck this. I'm gonna give you levels if you decide not to be a caster."
Yep. Spectre, your turn.
What do I see?
A horse's ass, and on the other side of the horse's ass, there's a knight who is getting the shit kicked out of him by your allies.
All right. Well, first, this horse has got to go.
Okay.
What?
Punch it in the butt.
So I'm gonna walk up to that horse's ass. And I'm gonna clobber.
Why do I feel like the horse is gonna do the most damage out of a lot of them?
You miss the horse. Oh, but you know what? It's bloodied, so it's going to use its reaction to attack.
Is Mr.
14
Plant as the evil guy?
I don't know.
14. I don't know. Here's the question: because I walked up to it to hit it, does that count as moving? Like, am I moving?
You attacked it. I mean, are you currently moving? I would say no, probably not.
Then that hits.
Okay. All right, let's see. You take 9 bludgeoning damage.
That really fucking hurts. I'm gonna hit that horse again.
Hey, that would
Okay.
have killed our rogue.
It would. You would have had a horse just kick him in the head and murder him. That hits.
That's hilarious.
Why do you think I spend the whole thing hidden?
So you guys witness the monk. All right, this horse kicks him right in the chest, and the monk grabs the horse's hoof and like digs in and stops it from just caving his chest in. And then he goes back and he just fucking donkey punches this fucking horse right in the back of the head. You hear its neck snap.
Oof.
And it just drops like a fucking sack.
That one's coming out of your cut.
Can I use my reaction to shout, "God damn"?
Now that that horse is no longer in the way, I'm gonna hit the knight with a flurry of blows.
Okay, I'm really tired, and I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, and then I paddled and canoed,
That hits.
and then did a really long drive. I'm gonna go to bed. Let me know who wins tomorrow morning.
The horse wins.
The horse definitely lost.
But yeah.
And I'm gonna need the knight to make one of those deck saves to not be knocked prone.
I don't think so. He's very prone.
Oh, he's
Oh, he's already prone? Well, shit.
Well, no, he's very prone because you just punched him in the head and he dropped.
I think.
Okay.
Oh, you just killed him. Nice.
I'm gonna bonus action hit him again just to make sure.
Okay.
I guess we're not
Double
gonna
tap.
question anyone.
I don't think you need to roll to
Make
hit
him paste.
against an unconscious target. You just go for it.
Roll to
Yeah.
not fuck it up horrendously.
Okay. You basically just like karate chop him in the neck, and you hear his neck snap the same sound as the fucking horse.
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
Stop resisting. Be it for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you've killed everyone.
I'd like to get my bow back and sheath my longsword.
I'd like to loot the courtier's corpse, including the retrieval of my bolt.
Yeah. It takes you a minute to like unwedge it from his skull. But yeah, you can get it. You have to pull it out the other way. Like
That's fine. I just don't want there to be any evidence of what happened here. Specifically, any evidence of of my presence here.
Yeah.
I'd like to get my bolts from the hands and the horse. So that should be
Okay.
2 bolts I can get.
Yeah.
Why don't
Anything
we
else on the
light
courtier?
their bodies on fire?
No, because that'll leave a
The
smell.
courtier
and
has
Burn the corpse.
the courtier has some fancy like court finery. He has a couple of silver rings.
Take him.
He has a nice dagger.
Take it.
He has a longsword.
Take it.
He has some nice boots, but that's about it.
I take the boots.
Okay.
I'd like to take the
Everything
courtier's
he
body.
has, by the way, is wet because the nobles made him walk through the water. Alright.
Now that it's looted, I'd like to take the noble's body, not the noble, the courtier's body, kind of like have it sit up and kind of weekend at Bernie's it while I'm invisible.
Okay. Yeah. You play with the corpse while they loot the others.
what's in a noble's inventory? The one with the breastplate.
Okay, so the noble, other than his breastplate, he also has a long sword. He has a dagger. He has a short bow. He has certainly rations, a fair amount of alcohol. He has some like cooking tools. You know, some stuff to like skin a hare and to cook some stuff up. There's not an incredible amount of stuff here. It's mostly a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, rations, alcohol, and the skinning tools I'd like to take.
Sure. Yeah, there's like 5 bottles of really, really nice wine.
The horse that wasn't part of that whole brouhaha, the one that was pre-dead when we showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go and search that one? Like,
Sure.
if it still had stuff in saddlebags and things like that?
Sure. Roll investigation. Okay. So, other than noticing very quickly that the bag is empty, you do see that there what appears to be like a little golden chain that's broken that's laying in the ground nearby, and there are also a couple of puncture marks that go through the bag and into the horse. So,
Okay, well, I'm going to pocket the gold chain. Unless it looks
Yeah.
like is it just like straight up a gold chain like for a necklace? Or is there some type of amulet or something on it?
it looks like a length of gold chain that might have been part of a necklace, but maybe it was broken. It's not long enough to be a whole necklace. I mean, it could maybe have been like a bracelet, but it looks like the right design for a necklace. It's just not the whole.
The piercing marks in the saddlebag, do those look like the kind of marks that would be made by like an arrow or bolt hitting it?
They are more. They're definitely very narrow, so it could be a bolt. It could also be. It could also be a dagger.
But it doesn't look like something natural tore at it.
No, and you're pretty sure if it were something natural, it would have maybe wanted to eat this. There's no indication that there's been any consumption.
Okay. Can I see if there's any drag marks on the ground? Like where the noble body may have gone?
Yeah. So There are some marks on the ground where it looks like the noble was probably thrown from his horse. But it doesn't look like he was obviously dragged anywhere.
So, guys, looks like someone ambushed our noble before we could ambush him.
Dang it! Now we can't take. Actually, I suppose we still could take the credit.
Yeah, job's done. Let's get out of here.
No, we don't know he's dead. We have to confirm the
Confirm
kill.
it.
Yeah, we
We
need
need a couple of
confirmation.
molars.
Fine.
I would have gone with just the whole head, or at least the crown.
Molars are easier to sneak past guards.
Well,
Fair enough.
do you have a plan to find his dead body?
Well, there is no evidence that he was dragged away from here, so he might not be dead. Look around. Maybe someone can find some tracks.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, let's light some torches so we can actually see something, because I can't see.
You do that, and then I go and
anything,
hide in the bush.
and I've run into
Good point.
many branches.
The torch that
maintain
the other
my
guy
business.
had is still lit. Still lit. It's just on the ground.
Could I retrieve that? I don't have any of
Yeah.
those.
No, I was being serious though, AJ. I go hide in the bush. Like as soon as he mentions light sources,
No,
I go
that's
hide
good.
in the bush.
You're good. I gotcha.
I'm like trying to make another torch, get some like cloth, light it on fire.
They had like a lantern, but there's not a lot of oil for it.
So, was under. Oh, Iowa, were you able to discern drag
You
marks or
look
anything?
around and you don't see Iowa.
Ah, I'll look then.
You can roll
What am I rolling?
perception. I guess you can if you're hiding.
No, I think he's trying to check himself for drag marks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he wants to look for drag mark. Okay, yeah, you can just that's an investigation. Okay, there are no drag marks, but you do see footprints.
How many?
There's a lot of footprints. You don't see them right by the horse. It looks like with these guys approaching, they kind of messed some of them up, especially when they spun around. But a little bit further from the site where the horse dropped, there is a set of footprints with like a lot of space between them, like somebody was sprinting, and there are smaller footprints behind them, tiny ones.
Like
Oh,
gnome
a
size?
There are many, many tiny footprints.
That's fucking terrifying. I'm guessing more than.
You would have a hard time guessing how many from this mess.
At least a couple dozen. I mean, I got nat 20 there.
You don't know.
Okay.
You know it's more than 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's a lot. Okay. It was rumored that they had a beef with the gnomes, right?
He did have a beef with gnomes and halflings and a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, that's very interesting. You fellas, you two are freedom fighters for the gnomes, aren't you? Would you happen to know where they're stationed around these woods?
I kind of flex. Indeed, you are correct. And I have no idea.
Our cells prefer to keep isolated.
Well, you guys can
Security.
identify each other, right?
Probably.
He's BSing me, isn't he, AGR?
You can certainly roll insight against his persuasion or deception.
Let's see. All right. Come on, charisma. Whoa.
Well, that's good to know.
You know,
Do you happen to know any safe house locations where they frequent?
I kind of
AGR.
flex in an angry way. Why would we tell you that?
Because relevant information, and we need to find out the status of this noble as soon as possible. If they have them, kill them. All we need to do is just confirm the status, and we can leave.
Gilbert, Lizard, you guys would know of a location a couple of miles away.
Does it look like it's in the direction that these tracks are going?
No.
There's nothing in this area.
Well, I guess we can just follow the tracks then.
Indeed, we
so.
can.
Did someone take that lantern after all?
Yeah, I probably picked it up and used it.
All right, go ahead and lead the way. We'll be right behind you.
Of course.
Okay.
And I start leading the way.
Go ahead.
So you lead the way through the woods. Yeah, you guys move through the undergrowth, and you follow the tracks. The like growth, now that you're further from the river, and not really on like a heavily trodden little area, it's thick and it's hard to follow these tracks. So I'm gonna need like a survival roll, I think, to keep up with them.
I'd like to help whoever's doing. Should I just roll separately?
Pavel, you wander off and lead the party the wrong way for like 45 minutes before they're like, okay, so what's going on? And you can't show them the track.
I'm telling you, those shadows look like tracks just a second ago. Thought for sure I was following my way.
You're not cut out for this.
Yeah, all of you look and realize he's been following rabbit tracks for a while.
Well, there were super small footprints, but let's get back on course.
Okay, it takes you another 45 minutes to get kind of close, and then 20 more minutes to find where you were. Another survival check from maybe somebody a little bit more capable.
I'd like to help whoever has a positive modifier, the monk, with the survival check. If the monk does not stand forward, I will go ahead and do it by myself. It's not going to be great, but, you know.
Sounds like you're doing it. It's another 45 minutes before somebody else realizes that this is the same set of rabbit tracks.
God damn it. Why is nobody helping me?
You
All right.
people are morons.
All right. I'll take the lead, guys.
Who can actually fucking follow some goddamn tracks in the...
I don't know. You guys attacked the hunters I was following.
How can you misplay
Okay. Gilbert follows
rabbit trail?
follows these rabbit tracks back to where you were, and then follows the same set of rabbit tracks for another hour. None of you notice that this is the third time you've walked past this location, but you
God.
come to a little rabbit burrow.
Is this the place, goddammit?
Okay, who knows?
No.
Who is directing? Who is getting us in the right direction? What the actual hell is going on?
I'd
I'm just
imagine,
gonna
like...
kind of sneak out to the darkness. Hey, Iowa, do you want to lead us? We can't find shit.
Okay, I start leading them away. And by leading them away, I mean I go and find the tracks and go off, and I just assume they're following.
Okay.
Oh god,
Survival.
do we need to make perception checks to find him?
What is everyone's perception?
Mine 16.
9?
Are you being stealthy? Would you like to roll
Of
stealth?
course I'm being stealthy.
Okay, please roll stealth.
Please
Fucker
roll
had
shit.
vanished. He's gone.
Okay. So, you guys are all sitting here at this rabbit burrow. You hear Iowa say, "Follow me," and then none of you see him at all.
Where'd you go? Hey!
You walk for like an hour, and you come up to what looks like an old barrow, like an old burial site, and it looks like these tracks sort of lead there. There's a bit of a clearing.
All right, so I start like saying like, "All right, guys, let's hold up here," and then I kind of look behind me like, "Shit!"
All right.
Iowa.
I go back and get the party.
Iowa.
Okay, you go back and get the party. Since you've seen where you're going this time, you're able to make it all the way back with the party in tow.
Except for at this point, it's like 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's about 2:20. Yeah.
I have a passive perception in 9. I had no idea the party wasn't following me.
Oh,
Wow, we
God.
have no wisdom here except for the fucking monk.
Oh, boss.
Cough, cough.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys come to the edge of this clearing, and you can see that there's some like old stones that rise up in this sort of dirt mound in the middle of this hill, and there's what looks kind of like a cave entrance at the front between these two large sort of rounded stones.
I'm going to go ahead and ask the two freedom fighters if this looks familiar to them.
Yeah, does this seem like some kind of gnome secret signals? Any that our brothers in arms would be leaving
It's too
behind?
big for gnomes.
Okay. Too big for gnome.
No idea.
Doesn't
Does
look
it
like
seem
it.
to have any writing or something? Or
I can't read.
No. There's no writing.
I'd like to ritual cast detect magic.
Last marks are too accurate for Sans people.
We can't read.
I just realized I can also talk with animals.
What's the range on detect magic?
30 feet.
Yes. That.
No magic.
It's a 31 feet.
Oh, wait, hold on.
wait, do the tracks go with the
On a
tunnel?
1.
Are we still following the tracks?
Yeah, the tracks seem to lead into this barrow.
Well, we got no more leads, guys. Do you want to camp out near this place, or
No,
All
we
right,
should go in.
let's go in there. I like kind of like start to stick my face in there trying to get in.
Okay.
Yeah, I separate from the party stealthily.
good idea?
Start looking around.
Okay, so yeah, there's a big sort of grassy hill with a sort of dirt patch and a big old cave entrance. There's a couple of big rocks, and it does look like there is some like carved stone in there, sort of in like patches. From what you can see of like the first 5 or 10 feet of the entryway to this barrow, but otherwise it's just sort of an empty grassy hill.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and stick my face in the barrel and see what I see.
Okay,
Maybe
do
I
you
can
have
make
dark
face
vision?
stab. Nope.
You have a torch?
Yes. Or the lantern.
Okay. Yeah, there is a basically narrow, straight hallway that sort of leads forward, I don't know, as far as you can see, and it looks like it goes slightly down.
Excellent, excellent. Well, start making my way towards it. I found the way. And point.
Okay, as soon as you uh you yell, "I found the way," you hear the sound of metal clacking, like clanking against stone, and like a scraping sound, and many little rabid cries.
How wide is the entranceway?
10 feet.
Wait, many
Shit.
rabid what?
Like a bunch of like yelling, like
Oh,
really
oh.
mean children.
Relax, relax. We're just here to confirm the death of insert noble here.
Uh-huh.
I prepare to start shooting children.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
kill a
back.
bunch of-
I proceed to
let's
back
fucking
away
mean
because it's
children.
fucking
Okay.
spooky.
Yep, I
Um,
back up as well.
Lizard, one moment.
Yo, fucked boy.
Everyone else. Yeah, we're getting the fuck out of here. Lizard, hold still for a second.
I mean, I was holding my position, stealthily in some bushes, preparing to bushwookie all the children that come out.
Oof.
Oh, that's a 4, not a 3. So I assume 2 of those hit you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So hold on a second. Let's see. A d6 plus 2 and a d4 plus 2. Not the d20, I'm sorry. That's wrong.
10.
So, yeah, you take 10 bludgeoning damage as 3 rocks just hit you. Just like square.
That was, what, 2 different attacks?
I'm sorry, it's 2 rocks hit you square in the face, yeah.
Yeah. So, I take no damage from that. And it bounces off of me.
Alright.
Ow. Guys,
There you
I
go.
don't know what's going on here.
What the fuck? I thought you were friends with these people.
It
I
might be
think it's the
Throwing
goblins.
rocks.
Probably goblins. Little
Oh,
bastards.
good. We can kill those.
Yep, just don't kill gnomes.
I think we'll use 3 initiatives for now.
Oh, we're rolling initiative?
Yeah, you can put them in there as GA, GB, G, BB, EG.
I wonder what the G stands for.
Gangsta.
Goblin.
You know, it's freaking me out, but I've been rolling really good on initiative the last couple weeks.
Like that?
I don't get it.
GAGBGBB.
No,
That's fine.
I don't get it.
I said one should be G, BB, EG. Like big bad evil guy.
Oh,
That's not what I heard at all.
But what's the GAGBGBB?
Yeah, that's close enough.
Goblin A, Goblin B.
Yeah.
Big bad evil.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. The BBEG makes sense. Okay.
Is that the fucking noble? Oh hell. Plot twist.
have I met
He's
up
the
with
Goblin King.
I don't know. Like that should be a +2.
Strike that bitch with lightning.
Alright. Iowa.
What do I see?
Dark.
I'm holding a torch.
Yeah, you still see dark.
Nothing.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hold my position. Where were the rocks coming from that hit Pavel in the face?
Inside the cave.
Okay. Is there a way I could sneak up without being seen to the cave entrance, or no?
Not really.
Then I hold position, and I'm going to hold my attack for the first hostile I see.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm simply remaining there out of sight.
Hold your attack and remain hidden.
Yes.
Gilbert.
I'd like to draw my longsword,
Mhm.
move off maybe like 45, 50 feet to the side of the entranceway. That way,
Okay.
so it's a 90-degree angle, so if something comes out, I can shoot at it, and I'm
Mhm.
going to ready to fire a firebolt.
Okay. So you also ready in action.
Yes.
Spectre, what would you like to do?
Cry in a corner somewhere.
Do I have a torch?
No.
That was the one with the light source right now.
I think we had a torch and a lantern.
Yeah, you guys have a torch and a lantern between a lot of you. I don't know who took
Yeah.
the torch.
I
Pavel has the lantern.
I mean, I have my own
And-
lantern. I just don't have it turned on, and I'm not going to turn it on
That's true.
because fuck you. I'm not giving away my position.
There you go.
I am also gonna ready a clobbering.
Alright, so you're gonna have to be somewhere where you can attack something. So where would you like to stand? I assume maybe near the cave entrance in case they like run up. Okay. Alright. Well, this is easy enough. Hold on. Does an 18 hit you, Pavel?
Yeah.
Okay, you take 4 more non-existent bludgeoning damage from a rock.
Okay, guys, stop. It's not working. Like, can we talk a minute?
Alright. Does 14 hit you?
Nope.
A rock clatters to the ground at your feet.
We're here to liberate the gnome. Are you gnomes?
Okay. There's not a third rock. What would you like to do, Drake?
How far away from the source of the attacks?
I mean, I don't know where you'd like to have stopped. The attacks are coming from inside the cave.
Can't see shit from where I'm at right now with a 30 feet of, 20 feet of bright and dim light, right?
Yeah, if you move to the mouth of the cave, the torch light is not enough to illuminate anything down there.
I'd like to throw it to the side. Not at the mouth of the cave, but quite near the mouth. You know what I mean? Like by the lip.
Oh, good. You only want to silhouette yourself. Okay.
I mean, they've already done that with the got.
They probably got dark vision, whatever the fuck. Because they were oh, wait a second. No, because he had a lantern. I wouldn't know that. Fuck.
So what do you...
Fuck, I'd probably do that anyway. And I'd hang back with a longbow.
Okay, you toss your torch down a little in front of you and to the side.
Basically.
Okay. Alright. Pavel, what would you like to do?
I would like to hold an action with a longbow attack as soon as I see anyone hit.
I
I
thought I heard you say that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Just making sure.
How, like, deep into the cave am I at this point?
You're right at the entrance. You're not even in the cave. You're standing, like, right in the doorway.
Move to the side. Into cover.
Move into cover. Okay.
Yeah, to the side.
Okay. Yeah, 5 feet of movement.
I
Is that
have
it?
5. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Torment. King Var, Mr. CMP.
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, Mike was. Am I close enough to hit these bastards? I don't think I am.
What
You can't
monsters?
even. Yeah. Do you
Mm,
like? I don't.
I don't know. I stepped away for a moment.
Okay.
Uh,
There's a cave. It's a barrow, right?
mm,
And the party's at the mouth of this cave, and there's something throwing rocks from inside the cave, but they're too far away to be illuminated by your torch or lantern light.
is it really dark in the cave?
I mean, it's already pitch black because it's the middle of the night, and it's even darker in there.
Well, I'm gonna try to stand away from the mouth of the cave because I can't see.
Okay, so you stay in cover.
Yep.
Iowa.
Okay. You said it's a barrel. Is this like, what's the terrain like? Is it set into a hill?
It is set into a hill.
Okay. So we're like on one. We're like looking at like a cave that goes into a hill.
Yeah.
Can I, while remaining hidden, start to like? I assume the hill has like no trees on it, but there's like trees around it.
Yeah, that's pretty much correct.
Okay. Can I circle around whichever way's closest to try to get like see if there's another way in?
Sure.
I want to remain hidden while doing this.
Okay. Why don't you give me an investigation check?
If it helps, I can dash and still hide on the same turn.
That's good to know. Okay. You get away about halfway around this thing, just because I'm gonna be just. I would like to get you around it, and you don't see any other obvious entrances. There's no other stones that look like they would be marking one anyway.
Okay. Well, I guess I just remain in cover. So I assume I had to use my dash action to get over here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cunning
You
action
made it
to
around to the
continue
back,
hiding.
more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I have no. What I mean is I have no action to ready an attack. So I'm done then.
Right. Okay. Gilbert.
I'm just going. Gilbert's just going to say to Pavel and Tormund to get their
Yeah.
asses over to me. I have a plan.
Okay.
I need you within
Okay.
5 feet. Get over here.
Excellent.
Okay.
And then I'd like to ready my action for when they get in range. Twin cast invisibility on them.
Ooh. Ooh. That's scary.
Damn
Spectre.
right it is.
Spectre.
Have we seen anything yet?
Nope.
Then I'm going to continue holding my clobber.
Okay. All right. Everything is quiet in the cave. Drake, your turn.
I really don't know what to do. I'm gonna continue to hold my action.
Okay.
I know they just got all their bows ready and shit and slingshot on the other side. As soon as we cross back,
All right. Pavel.
I throw down the lantern and down into the cave as far as I can get it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and just make a little strength check, please. Okay. Well, it's lucky this is downhill. It rolls all the way downhill, and it seems to illuminate about 60 feet down. This room seems to open up. You don't see anything.
Excellent. I run over to Gilbert.
Okay.
And flex
Torment.
Yes.
My athletics check for flexing.
Yeah, it's very good. Your turn.
So now that I'm invisible,
You're not
well,
invisible
you're not
yet. You have to get within 5 feet of me for me to turn you invisible.
oh well, okay, I'm gonna go towards Gilbert then.
Okay, you get within 5 feet of Gilbert. His ready action can go off.
All right.
You are now both invisible. Go forth, my henchmen. Crush our foe.
Now cast Fairy Fire at the cave entrance.
No.
Roll on the thing.
Oh, yes. That's right.
I'm gonna laugh if it goes
one-
off and ends up nuking the whole party except for me, because I'm on the other side of the fucking
I've
hill.
decided we're using it on a 6.
I would say no as an
Ruh-roh.
ex post factoing that.
I can ex post facto whatever the fuck I want.
All right.
Roll your D900 or 1000.
It's a D1000. 901
Um,
through 1000, nothing happens.
I would personally like to
Actually,
be the one to read
998,
aloud what happens.
999, and 1,000 happens. Go ahead, you can read it aloud.
Oh, nothing happened.
Nothing.
That's good.
No.
Roll it again.
Yep. Nothing happens.
Roll it again. Call BS.
Roll it again.
The barbs
You know,
want
It's a
something
one
to
shot.
happen
It's gonna
to
end
them.
soon. Roll it again.
Come on.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
roll it
Hunter's
again.
right. Let's roll it again.
Oh, under gets credit
All
for it?
right.
156.
156. Just a moment now.
Cast Fireball centered on yourself.
Is he joking?
156.
I don't even know
Spells
what wild
cannot be
magic.
cast within 10 feet of you until you complete a long rest.
Oh! Just
What
curse
have you
all
done?
the casters.
Does this occur after I cast the spell?
No, it takes place after you've cast invisibility.
Okay, so it's all good.
So now nobody can cast the spell until you take a long.
Cat, get out of here.
Okay.
So we got a melee sorcerer now.
That's what he was saying he wanted to do the whole time.
Yeah,
Okay.
the plan is for this guy to be able to get up in melee.
Spectre.
All right.
Wait. That was Torment's turn with
Oh, I'm sorry,
Gilbert
you're
taking
right.
a reaction.
You're right.
Yeah.
So it's still Torment's turn.
Actually, that's true.
I'm
He
not-
only moved.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't go invisible. I don't think I'm gonna go back up in that cave because I still can't see up in there.
You did go
well,
invisible,
there was-
I thought.
The lantern's
There was
there.
a lantern torch down.
Well, yeah.
Lantern was thrown down in there. Yeah. So you're invisible, and someone threw a lantern down there.
Then I'm gonna go in and go
Okay.
in so I can see anyway.
How much movement do you have? 30 feet.
Level by feet,
40, I think. Barbarian, level 5.
40 feet.
Okay. You make it like I don't know, 25 feet into the cave.
Do I see anything?
Looks like there's an empty room down there. You can't see anything else.
Well,
You can only barely see into the room.
all right, I'm done. I can't do anything else.
Okay. Yes, it does prevail. There's no spells that can be cast within 10 feet of you. So unless you can cast a spell more than 10 feet from yourself, you're not casting any spell.
I had to check.
If you had a familiar.
Okay.
Or
So
really long
now
arms.
Iowa.
All right. Have I seen anything on my side of the hill?
No.
Okay. I know as a player he threw the torch in. Is there any smoke coming out of like a chimney or anything that I can see?
That's actually great. Why don't you roll perception? You have any light on right now?
No, I do not have any light on.
It's the middle of the night, so it'll be hard. If there is anything, it's gonna be hard to spot.
There's still starlight. We're on the hill.
Yeah, but if you're trying to see smoke,
obfuscated by the trees and stuff. Yeah.
Right. So I don't think I see anything. No. Then in that case, my original plan was basically to go then onto the top of the hill and start looking for an orifice.
Okay. Yeah, so you go up to the top of the hill. It's
yeah.
a grassy hill.
Yeah, I start looking around the hill. Is there an orifice of some kind?
You're looking for an orifice in the hill, you said?
Yes.
I've got just the thing for this. I've been saving this.
There are some rocks in the hill. They look like a little pyre at the top in the middle, but that's
Okay. Does this pyre look religious at all, or?
I mean, I'm sure it was to somebody. Yeah.
That's
I don't suppose there's like an investigation check I can make to see if I can find a chimney or a well or anything that goes down into the hill from here. Because my whole plan was to find a orifice of some kind, light one of my 6 flasks of oil, and drop it down it.
Yeah. You can roll investigation one more time. Now that you're up here.
Nope.
No. You don't see anything. Just
All
a
right.
grassy hill.
Yeah.
With some rocks piled up.
Yeah.
Why does this exist? God damn it. Okay. So, yeah. Gilbert?
Indeed.
Well, having completed the only viable thing I want to do right now, I'd like to move to 15 feet to the side of the entrance.
Okay.
And yeah.
All
the
right.
extra part of the plan doesn't really work. So I'm just gonna tell the guys who will function to move in.
Okay. Spectre? Oops.
So what do I see?
I don't know that anything's changed. 2 of your party members went invisible. There's a little bit of light now in the cave, but that's about
I'm gonna go towards the light.
okay. What's your move speed? 40 feet?
40. I think so,
Alright.
yeah.
You make it nearly to the entrance. You brush past who you assume is Tormund, who is invisible right now on your way. Yeah, there's a lantern about 20 feet in front of you, projecting some light into a room that looks like maybe it's hard to tell because you can't see like a good third of the room, but maybe it's like 15 by 15 and round.
Okay, and I'm just gonna ready a claw.
All right. All right. You're all gonna hear. Those of you in this entryway, at least Torment and Spectre, you're gonna hear a little bit of shuffling around in front of you, a little bit of clank of metal on stone, and some kind of rustling sound, like I don't know, some kind of muffled noise that's hard to discern. Maybe a voice. Drake, your turn.
I think I'm going to go ahead and advance with the party.
Okay. You advance down into the cave entrance with your invisible compatriots. You are visible.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and go down on a knee and ready in action for a short bow attack. Not short bow, longbow attack.
All right. No problem. Pavel?
Preferably on a corner, but yeah, that's it.
I mean, it's a straight hallway. You can kneel down in there and be ready, but that's about it.
Gotcha.
Pavel. There's people advancing in front of you. Pavel, 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 Pavel.
Lizard, if you forgot your name again.
Grand Lizard.
Devil, I'm CIA.
Torment, your turn. Torment.
Do we have a mister?
Is he even here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I was about
here.
to say, just fucking waste invisibility.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna keep creeping along.
Okay. Well, you got enough movement to get into the room, so you walk into the.
Yeah, I'm invisible, so I'll go into the
Okay. Night, Pavel.
We never heard from him again. He just turned invisible and left. He's like, fuck this.
Just fucking wanders off.
He's like, these fuckers hit me. I don't like them.
Damn traitor to the cause.
Watch, they're freaking goblins. They're not gnomes. Watch.
Of course they're goblins. That or they're
All right, what do I
halflings.
see?
You walk into the room. There are 3 goblins in the room, holding spears at the ready, waiting for somebody stupid enough to walk in. And they're all holding back laughter. You can tell they're all like really excited. You also see in this room is a rickety-looking little wooden cage filled with gnomes who all mostly seem to be dazed or dead. There are some that look like they're moving in the cage, but some look dead. And there's a large armored man wearing a breastplate who is tied up in on the side of the room. His boots have been removed, and he looks like he's having a bad time.
Oh man, we're about to make his day worse.
Well, then I want to hit the bad monsters, save the good guys, or just randomly slaughter whatever's in the area.
Okay, so I mean I don't know what you want to do. Do you want to attack the goblins then? Is that what's going on?
That sounds like a plan. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm invisible, so I should get advantage.
Yeah, sure.
It
Don't
will
forget
break
to
after
rage.
you
It
attack.
will break
Just
once
heads
you
up.
attack. Yes, but you will get a free attack with advantage for your first attack.
Don't forget to rage first, mister.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
bonus action. I am gonna go red.
Yeah, that's good.
Get that protection.
Wait. Okay, that's right.
That's a hit.
8 plus 6. 6.
Okay, you cleave this goblin in half.
Out of nowhere, just.
This would have been a lot cooler if we had both the barbarians.
I was invisible. All of a sudden, the guy was standing there talking, and he just gets cleaved in half, and I appear.
Reading loudly.
Then I roar and hit the other one. Can I hit the second one? Or do I not have enough movement?
You can attack his. You can attack them all from here.
Goody. Good, I'm drunk. Goody.
That would be a hit if you
That's a
rolled with a
D20.
D.
Oh, okay.
No, that's a nice roll. Let's go with it.
All right, a 13 actually is a hit because this is the weaker one.
Oh, I already killed the stronger. What?
Well, there's 3 of them. You killed the middle one.
Oh.
He dies too. Yeah, this is yeah.
All right, I'm done.
You just cleave 2 goblins in half. One top to bottom, and the other like across the belly. You just cut them both in half.
Awesome.
One
I'm done.
vertical, one horizontal. Okay.
Well, I
Oof.
suppose having failed to find any alternate entrance, I'll go to the main entrance and look in. What do I see?
You see a barbarian and a lot of blood.
Do I see the third enemy?
No, not from up top.
Okay. How much movement did I use to get to that entrance?
The entrance hallway is 60 feet long.
I know. I was at the top of the hill. How much movement did I use to get to the entrance?
I'll be real nice and say like 10 feet.
Okay. So I'm going to advance 20 feet in. If I don't see any enemies, I'm going to dash 30 feet as an action.
Okay.
So that puts me 50 feet in.
Mhm.
I am. Go ahead.
I was going to say from there, you can barely see a little bit of one of the goblin.
Okay. Do I see the man tied up?
Yes.
Cunning action, dash over to him.
Okay.
I get behind him to use him as cover against the goblin. Obviously, I do not have another action to hide with, but I would like to use him as a human shield.
Okay.
You brave soul.
Beautiful. All right. Gilbert.
Well, since I'm out of arcane options, I'd like to dash down there.
Okay, you dash down into this barrow. Is that all your movement is 60 feet? And
That's my movement.
you're up there. You're right next to your buddy Torment, and there's a goblin. And you
And
know,
I see the
the thing is, he's had a ready to action this whole time, and I've been forgetting to use it. So he's going to use his ready to action to attack you with his spear.
That's fine.
Is he one of the ones that I have killed?
That's
One of
correct.
He's the one. He's the one you didn't kill.
Is that his roll? 12?
It's his whole roll. Yeah.
I feel like you're
No.
lying. Like, this is the big
No.
bad. This cannot be the big bad.
No, I got 14.
There you go.
It's some really skimpy armor, but I got 14. I mean,
Skip
nice.
the armor.
I mean, it's a nice heavy Akaton, but like when you're used to 23 AC, everything's pretty skimpy by comparison.
Well, your invisibility sort of rendered their cunning plan moot because the first of you in was invisible, and he killed the other goblins that would have given him advantage on all his attacks and the ability to interpose another goblin with himself, so he could.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The brilliance of the plan, guys.
Huzzah.
Yeah, it was a good plan. It definitely neutered the encounter, but that's okay because these were like low-level baddies anyway.
I destroyed them.
Do I see the gnomes?
Yeah, there's gnomes. They're in a cage.
How many of my little friends are there?
About 24.
Oh man, that's a lot of gnomes that'll be saved this evening or tonight, this morning.
Some of them look dead. Not all of them.
We'll save what we can. Because we fight for gnome justice. I'd like to use my reaction to sword training to get that cool +2 to my AC since I can't use my shield spell.
Okay.
It turned out to be useful. Nice.
Hell yeah. I like having a bit of overlap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Spectre.
Spectre,
Alright, what do I see?
you were most of the way down that hallway. If you just proceed a little bit, you'll be able to get into melee.
Then I will proceed a little bit.
Okay. There's a mean-looking goblin.
well, I don't like that look he's got on his face. I'm gonna rearrange.
Fair.
Why do you gotta get rid of the dog?
So that's hit number 1.
What's that?
That's hit number 2.
Okay. Your first is
What'd she do?
a miss. I don't see the second one.
What?
I only see one roll. It's a 15, correct?
There's a 19 just up above.
Oh, I do see that one. Okay, the 19 is a hit. The 15 is a miss.
All right, and then I'm gonna flurry.
Oh, please don't knock his ass prone. Please, I'm gonna be very sad if you knock him prone.
Well,
Do it.
I'm
Don't
not
do
even
it.
gonna hit him. And then I'm gonna bonus action clobber him.
You already used flurry of blows, so you get 2. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
You get one more attack.
Okay, so you've only hit him one time, but you did 4 damage, so that's
And then I'm gonna move back out of his melee. And then that'll be
okay.
it for me.
Alright, well, he can use his reaction, unless you've got something to stop him.
I've got a feat that I forget what you named it because I just copied the details on the. Where'd it go? While not wearing heavy armor, speed increase. Melee attacks against a creature. You don't provoke opportunity attacks from that creature for the rest of the turn.
Okay.
That is skirmisher.
Okay.
Whether you hit it or not.
Yep. Well, it's his turn. He's gonna make a pair of spear attacks. And they are gonna be against who's still in melee. Gilbert
Barbarian.
is in melee, and so is the barbarian.
D2?
He's gonna attack Gilbert.
Oh, I see how it is.
You can't hit him. He has the parry. Oh,
No, but if this was like actual Gilbert, those would have both failed. This isn't true Gilbert.
This is the lesser Gilbert.
Okay.
Yes.
He deals 12 piercing damage.
person.
Ow. Eye is bloodied now.
Okay, your AC is reduced by 2, but you can
That
use your
means you can
reaction
attack.
to attack.
Can I? I use my reaction to get +2.
Well, if you've used your reaction, you don't have it again until
Yeah.
the end of the top until your
Till the start of
over,
your
so-
turn.
Yeah.
Right. But if you want to give
So-
me a reaction, I
Nope,
wouldn't say
you
no.
don't get one for free. All right, moving along. Dead guy. Drake, your turn.
Nice. I like to move for sightline of the goblin.
Okay, you move for sightline of the goblin. You're within 5 feet at this point.
No, not
So-
that close. Jesus Christ.
I mean, once you like get like to get a shot with all these people in melee, you have to move into the room out of the
All
hallway,
right.
which puts you in 5.
I'm gonna do it in the name of YOLO. I'm gonna point
Okay.
blank 360 quickscope this fella multiple
All right,
times.
well, at melee range, you probably have disadvantage with your shot. Yes.
Yep. Action surge and fighting spirit.
We haven't even fought the real boss monster. It's in that little cage. It's the gnomes. I mean, I got a plan for them.
First one, sharpshooter. Does that hit the goblin?
No.
All right, I'm gonna hit the rest. 2 more non-sharp.
No.
Oh my.
Yeah. All right. Pavel's no longer playing. Are you got anything else?
I still got 1 more shot.
Okay.
And well, shit. I guess I ain't hitting today. That's it for me.
Okay. You definitely had decent odds. That didn't
Yeah,
work out.
that was pretty bad odds, solo.
All right. Torment.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
I'm gonna hit this guy. I'm gonna try to hit this guy. He's pretty beely. He's pretty. Gonna hope.
You're gonna get the nat 20, buddy.
I hope he doesn't. He'll die next week if he does.
That is a hit. His AC's not incredibly high. Okay. That hurts. He is bloodied.
Uh-oh.
He gets a snack bar reaction.
He gets to hit me.
He is going to take his reaction, but he's going to use it against Gilbert.
Oh, come on!
Oh.
Aw.
Miss!
Whoosh. That is barely a hit.
Is it a grazing or is it an actual hit?
It's a hit. He's not wearing heavy armor. There's no such thing as grazing him in medium armor.
Cheeky little duck.
He dies.
Well, that's. Hope there was more of those. That was fun.
So I'm behind the noble guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I lean over and I say, don't worry. We're here to help. Then I draw my sword and slit his throat.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yes! I would say
at least the gnomes.
Okay.
Hold on. Roll deception. Firstly, because if you succeed on your deception check, I'm going to give you advantage on your.
Well, he's restrained, right?
I can still give you super advantage.
Okay. So I have super advantage on to hit.
Hold on. Let me just see if he believes you.
Okay.
I can't stop this, but is this Lord Hawes?
Very obviously, yes.
Very good.
I was gonna feel real bad if he said, "Oh wait, no, it isn't." I just
He
totally
believes you.
Okay. So super advantage you said on the to hit?
3d20, keep higher one.
Yeah.
Super
You all see this guy visibly relax as the sword just slices directly across his throat.
I don't suppose he has a sheath of being amazing.
Let me put this way. This is I feel like this is an automatic critical hit as well.
Oh, okay.
It's right in the throat. Right in the jugular.
Basically, if you hit him in this situation, I'd call it a
There you
crit for sure. Yeah, he dies.
Great.
Actually, technically, he's not dead, but he's gargling, and you've sliced his throat completely open. So
Bonus
you're pretty
action,
sure
offhand dagger. I finish him off.
Okay. Yeah. He's too busy clutching his throat to protect himself, so you just stab him in the heart.
Well, that was fun and easy.
Then I lose body.
Okay.
I'd like to release the gnomes.
Wait, no, don't release the gnomes! Don't release the fucking gnomes! Are you fucking nuts?
Wait.
Why do you want to release the fucking gnomes?
What's wrong with the gnomes?
I just smashed the cage open.
I hurl a Molotov cocktail into the bunch of gnomes.
Oh my god!
God, what?
Okay.
What part of assassination makes you want to have a bunch of fucking witnesses?
Liberate the gnome.
I think we're gonna have a party conflict right now.
Okay.
Oh
Can
no!
I
No, this
can I
is
use my reaction to attempt
I
to
need a
catch
moment. I need a
Molotov
moment to
cocktails?
compose myself, so I can handle this. Okay.
TPK.
Let me get this correct. Pavel is a Goliath, right?
Roll initiative, you two, to see who acts first, because I want to know who releases if he releases the gnomes before the Molotovs go off.
Oh boy.
Come on! Wait, no, it doesn't matter. I can't beat that.
All right, so you begin to get ready to release the gnomes, and Iowa, you throw. What do you throw?
I have six.
Molotov cocktail.
I have 6 flasks of oil. I light one of them on fire and throw them into the cage. Throw it into the cage.
Oh, got a Molotov cocktail. He did. He
All
threw it.
right. Well,
Christ.
roll to hit against an inanimate object. I'll call it a 10.
He misses. Rolls a 1, drops it at his feet, sets himself on fire.
You hit the cage. Roll damage. We'll call it 2d6.
And the gnomes just light up.
Now, because he was an ally of the gnomes, do I get sneak attack against this, or is it considered my ally still?
I mean, he wasn't an enemy to the gnomes, so we won't give you sneak attack.
I'm sorry. He has to be my ally to give sneak attack. Sorry, I said that wrong.
Yeah,
I
I feel
mean,
like
If a conscious ally is within, all right.
To be fair, I am conscious, but I don't know if I would have seen you throw this at first. So I would argue you should get sneak attack. Because
I have spoken.
You said no. It does 8 damage.
Okay.
And lights all the gnomes on fire.
Okay, there's a lot of screaming. Tiny screaming.
We having a barbecue now?
Yes.
Oh, goody.
And then and then after I do that, I just say yes, and then I continue looting the noble's body.
The gnomes have 3 hit points. They all burn to death in the next
I'm gonna reach
12
over, pick up a
seconds.
gnome, and eat him like a piece of chicken.
Jesus Christ! It's a pity what Lord Haas did to all these gnomes, isn't it?
Tastes like chicken.
Yep. Yep.
I'm holding a gnome by the legs.
Wait a second.
Lord
Wait a
Haas.
second. Wait a second.
Oh,
Iowa.
are you coming back?
Iowa.
Yep.
You said no witnesses, right?
Who stabs who?
I'm just looking at the freedom fighter for the gnomes.
Look,
Really
we took
weird.
the contract to assassinate this guy as a party. It needs to end here. We can't have loose ends. They're going to give us up, and then we got to run and start up all over again in some other county somewhere. This way, it's nice and clean.
Anyway.
I understand,
That is fair.
and I take a pair of twin longbow
I wanna
attacks
make-
and Gilbert,
Just oh sure.
Wait, what?
Longbow attacks and kill.
because he's a freedom fighter for the gnomes, isn't he?
Yeah.
And democracy. I mean, it's kind of it's mostly the democracy.
Sorry, nothing
The gnomes
personal,
are
kid.
kind of
So you're going to attack
Is he expecting this?
Gilbert? Are you going to
I would
attack
say
Gilbert?
he's probably not expecting you to murder
Sharpshooter.
him.
I mean, I wasn't going to start murdering partly. I was like, the fuck?
You
Like
did
the
all take
gnomes.
the contract together. Can you make an intelligence check before you do this, real quick? Just real quick. Little intelligence check.
Oh man, nope. I'm already set. Like this,
Okay.
he's gonna
So be
snitch. I'm already thinking this guy's gonna snitch.
You guys can.
fucked
You
up,
wanna,
right?
Yeah. You go
You
ahead and
realize
take
that
your attack,
you
and then
Drake, you've realized you fucked up, right?
I sure don't with an intelligence
Whoever's
check of
gonna-
0.
whoever's
Because
gonna
Torment is gonna.
participate
You
in
tried to
this
hit
mess,
Gilbert.
after he
Torment is
finishes
gonna.
his
Yeah.
attack can roll in it.
I can't hear. What's AJR saying?
He's gonna finish his attack, and then everyone else can roll initiative. You can just treat him as if he's like last after his attack.
That doesn't hit, does it?
That doesn't hit.
That's awkward. regular attack.
All right, so I always got a 22. Gilbert's got a 15.
The 16 hit.
16 does hit.
That would be 8 points of piercing.
I am just unconscious. As the arrow pierces my chest, I'd just like to, as I fall over, just go, "Fucking cunt," and then fall face first into the dead.
Just for fun, why don't you roll a d6 for me, Gilbert?
Oh, sweet shit, yes. Come on! Can we roll it on a 4?
No.
Oh,
Do it for
man.
the meme. Do it for the
Do
meme.
it for the memes, man. Come on, for the memes.
Tell you what. Mick, you roll a d6, and if it matches his 4, then you.
Come on!
Do it for the meme.
Yes!
Do it for
For the memes!
I take the dead body and I run.
It's
I
too
run
bad. Nope,
my
this
ass
is
off.
happening. Nope, this is happening.
I called dibs on reading on reading what happens.
Of course,
Okay,
it's your
248. All right. 248. I transform into a 5-foot tall pyramid made out of cabbages.
Wait.
You begin to pick him up, and he turns into a pile of cabbages in your arm.
Wait, no, I was grabbing the noble, because that's our meal ticket.
Okay.
That's
That was just a meal.
I think I acted way too fast. I don't think you'd be able to do that.
Wait,
I
my
would've
question is,
expected this.
so Gilbert turns into a pyramid of cabbages, yeah?
Yep.
Do they fall on, what's his face's name? Drake? Because he's right there.
It's only a 5-foot tall pyramid of cabbages. I mean, yeah, it falls apart. It doesn't do anything to anybody. It's
Okay.
distract.
I just say,
So is
what
he
the
dead?
fuck? What the fuck?
Can my last words be my cabbages?
None. Because you were unconscious.
So.
So 5-way
okay.
split now?
I guess so.
Yeah, well, what the let's never talk
Why'd
about...
you shoot him?
He was an ally of the gnomes. He was definitely going to take this information to his superiors, and it would have spoiled the family name, and no, I couldn't risk it.
We don't have sanity scores, but your sanity score goes down 1. I want you to have an insane insight. Check your inventory.
Check my inventory.
Yeah, you realize suddenly that you've made a grave mistake, and you go and you look in your inventory to the missive where you received a letter, right? Where it's like, okay, we're going to assassinate this guy, and you realize that the individual that sent you to do this was an envoy from the Gnomish Liberation Front.
Well, I'm not the one that set on fire to the gnomes. It was Lord Haas, and we took care of Lord Haas.
Congratulations.
I
You
wasn't
killed your
gonna.
fucking boss.
Under was the one that set the gnomes on fire.
Yeah.
No, the gnomes were already dead and burned by the time we got here.
That's right. Lord Haas
That's
killed
right.
them. That's what we agreed on, right?
Right.
No, we have no idea what happened to the gnomes. They were burned when we got here.
But I still don't understand why
Okay.
you smacked Gilbert. I don't understand why you attacked him, though.
Because he's a freedom fighter for the gnomes, and he's going to report.
We
that
were
he was-
hired by the gnomes.
Were we?
You guys
Word.
very may well have killed your contact.
Yeah, we may not get paid now.
Oh no!
How do you like
That
that?
was dumb.
This is why we don't kill the fucking horses.
Why the fuck did you turn into a freaking?
Wait, so the horse was our contact?
No, Gilbert was.
No, the point is you take everything that's not nailed down. You know, we had a couple of good horses to sell, and now we can't sell them because they're dead. This
like
guy's
one.
fancy armor.
Yeah, I thought you were
right?
This was a good
Aren't the
one shot.
horses witnesses?
It's funny because you guys were your own big bad.
Yeah. You guys killed your fucking contacts. You dipshit.
I just want to walk up to Jerry and just look at this. Like, is this actually from the Gnomish Liberation Front? Because I've, expertise and stuff with forgeries and things like that.
You're certain that.
And then when I get close, I don't
people
care, and
that
I
were-
just stab him.
Okay.
That makes sense.
No witnesses.
You stabbing who, Drake?
So would you say
Yep.
Drake is surprised by this?
Yeah, I imagine he's.
You would
pretty
definitely have
surprised.
advantage. You would definitely have advantage. So if you're assassin, it's going to be a crit.
Well,
does
I'm
not
not an
hit.
assassin, I'm a thief. Okay, that doesn't hit. Then I run the fuck away.
I'm gonna use that reaction to hit you with the short bow.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
whack
I'm running
him
the
with my axe.
Okay, hold on. So you attack and then you run. What's your move?
Well, I have 30 feet, and I can cunning action dash for another 30 feet and get the fuck out of Dodge.
Okay,
Let's
so you
resolve this
basically
first.
like more than halfway up the ramp by the time he begins to take a shot.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
he
so
can't see
I
you.
actually don't. There's still the torch up there that I left, so yeah, I do actually see him.
No, you can see him, but you have to move first. Is my point.
So I couldn't take the reaction right when he left 5 feet.
I mean, he would normally get his opportunity to attack, like, right away. So just
Oh, you didn't disengage. You cunning action.
Yeah, I'm dashing.
Yeah,
I'm
you
dashing
can do
because I'm figuring I can outrun these guys.
Yeah, you get a reaction.
Oh, you can certainly outrun a pyramid of cabbages.
So is it 5 feet or more than 5 feet? I think it's
Would have
5
been at
feet.
5 feet. It would have been at
You
reach.
get the reaction at 5 feet. So
Correct. Disadvantage. Does that hit?
Yeah.
you'll die.
I
Wait,
will be
yeah.
uncannying dodge this.
That's going to be 4 damage.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say he's going to snitch to the freaking gnomes. He's going to have our heads. We got to take him out. I guess we're rolling initiative.
Pavel, strike him down.
My leg's still standing in the entranceway.
So
Yeah.
that's the initiative we had before.
Yeah, that's fine.
Strike down the traitors. For the gnomes.
The initiative we've got.
By the
Alright.
way, I did
Okay.
not do that with a gnome. That was him. And he booked the fuck off.
So the cabbages roll around a bit on their turn, I guess.
Wait, are we a perfectly stacked pyramid of cabbages?
You were initially, but it couldn't
collapsed.
like hold its own weight. Yeah.
Damn it, I was gonna say I'd like to use my action to collapse, but okay, just take my fun, man. Okay, I'll just cry now in a
No,
pile.
you get that as a free action, a
Oh,
mandatory free action.
cool. Can I use my action to roll around? With one of the cabbages
Yeah, you
dashing
roll
towards
towards the
entrance?
lowest point in the floor.
Sweet! Man, what an exciting turn. Can I use my bonus action to watch the action?
You can use your bonus action to settle exactly where you are.
Awesome.
Alright.
Now I did get his
I
like
had my
signet
turn.
ring and stuff, right? When I was looting his body.
Sure.
Great. So I do have proof that I actually completed the contract, if necessary.
Alright.
Okay, so Pavel, what are you doing?
Was I still at the entrance where I left?
You were at the entrance and you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, you heard some
I-
screaming. You heard some bump of cabbages falling, and then you see me running up really fast towards you.
And you did hear me say, because I did yell this, I do remember saying, get him, he killed the gnomes. He's going to snitch to the gnomes that we did it.
Alright.
They've gone. I see Pavel's like they've gone absolutely bonkers. They're trying to kill everyone. Get the fuck out of here now! Run, my friend.
Alright. What is that?
Yeah, I mean, you can insight check the both of them if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to first insight check Iowa.
I honestly don't know if I am deceiving or persuading. I guess it doesn't matter. It's the same mod.
Oh no! Wow! Wow! You believe?
Oh shit!
Jesus
And then I start running
Christ.
too.
There you go.
All right.
Torment.
I'm gonna whack Drake. My
Okay.
I didn't see him shoot one party member shooting another one. And from what
But
I
that was-
gathered,
He did try to shank me, to be fair. I did stop as soon as he turned to a bunch of cabbages. That does not hit.
You shot one of your party members so hard, though, he turned
I think
into
by this point,
cabbages.
you're no longer surprised by random people.
Yeah. That does not hit either.
all right,
You're out of rages, by the
all
way.
right, I know. All right, I'm done. Your turn.
It's gonna get so ugly.
I'm just gonna look at you like, what the fuck, Torment? It's my turn.
Ah, Mick the betrayer.
What are you gonna do?
I want to say, Torment's gone batshit crazy, run! Oh, and I dash away.
Least
That
professional
does not hit.
assassin.
Yes, but I have more movement speed. I'm gonna chase him down.
Nope, you can't until it's your turn.
Okay.
God, you guys.
I still have more movement speed. I'm still gonna chase him down.
Oh no!
Oh man. Under, what would you like to do?
How far am I from the tree line from ability to hide?
Oh, I don't know. 60 feet.
Well, then I will run, dash, cunning action, hide.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Gilbert, would
I
you
want to make
please
sure
roll a
I turn
D6?
around and face the entrance so I can watch. Hand crossbow, next turn, I'm going to start shooting some bitches.
He ain't gonna shoot when he runs out. Then he's gonna get run over top of.
Someone else want to roll a D6? I don't care who.
Come on, guys, get that 2.
Nope. None of us
Someone
got that
else
too.
roll, get that 2. Everyone, roll your fucking dice.
There's Spectre.
We have a two.
Yeah. Spectre is the first
meeting.
person I saw roll. I went.
Okay.
683. Oh, wait, fuck. Hold on.
You cast Grease, I think?
No, hold on. Shut up.
Wait, where is 683
Is there a
in
gap?
this? There is
I'll
a gap.
Oh, it's because I was about to fix it to make 666 a thing. Because I was gonna add a thing.
Okay, hold on. 683.
So another roll?
Yeah, you can re-roll under.
All right, I will re-roll that.
Ugh.
659. Let me see, that one's on there.
Yeah, it is.
You wet
59.
yourself.
No. I cast grease centered on myself. These are now greasy cabbages.
So, mister, do you like
Well,
how
the entire
cabbages
floor
are?
inside that cave is now greasy.
Mhm. The entire interior of the cave is now green.
Wait. Are the gnomes still smoldering?
Oh god.
Would
Does
the
it catch-
grease
does it catch?
fire?
I'm gonna roll yes. Don't
Mr.
you're
Sully
still
went
in
there.
there.
Mr. Sully went there.
All right.
You better pray to the sweet gods above that this kills me. Because if you don't,
Roll the
Torrent
damage
is
for a
going to
third level
destroy
fireball,
pieces.
please.
Oh my
Third
god.
level fireball?
Yeah.
68.
Hold on. 68? Alright.
Or is it 8d6?
Whatever.
It's
So what you're
80.
telling me is this whole place is gonna smell like a Chinese restaurant.
Whoosh. You see just fire emerge from the front door.
That's it? 21 points?
Yeah.
All right.
You do get
can
your
also reduce it. Yeah.
Goliath thing to reduce, yeah.
Yeah.
Does he smell like burnt cabbage now?
Yeah.
All right.
Vengeance from the grave.
All right.
Okay.
So I believe Under's looking at the cave then when the flames shoot out.
Under is gone.
I'm like 60 feet away from the cave, in hiding, watching the flames jut out of this cave.
The smell
Well-
of burnt cabbage wafting from it.
Well, is Drake outside the cave?
Yes, I am.
How far did you make it?
60 feet.
60
Yeah.
feet?
You actually made it from where you were almost out of the cave. You were like at the entrance. You basically got a cloud of smoke right in your back.
60 feet?
That is correct.
All right. Well, I'm going after him.
Okay. You make it up to him if you
Hold on.
dash.
It's my turn. Don't be skipping me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You still
It's
here.
okay. I'm not gonna do.
Did you
Fuck
survive the
you.
fireball?
Well,
you
yeah,
were
I was
running.
outside with you. I kind of scream like, "Holy shit! They are attacking each other!" And I run towards where Iowa is like hiding. Just spread my 80 feet that.
You sprint into the woods a little bit. It's very dark. You definitely can't see anybody else.
That's it.
Okay. Now, Torment.
Solid hit.
Mm-hmm.
Another hit. Wait a second. How did you get to me and then have enough room to? It was 60 feet from where you're at. You have 40 feet as a barbarian. Did you dash?
Yeah.
You dashed and attacked me on the same turn.
No, I couldn't
He
do
was
that.
propelled. He was propelled by the cave explosion. The force of energy helped propel him out the door
He
like a
f-
projectile.
He throws flaming cabbages at him.
I'll tell you what. You can dash and throw 2 flaming cabbages, and
Oh,
we will
this is
say they
fucking
each
awesome.
they each did 1 damage.
Okay. I hit it with 2 flaming cabbages. All right.
Do these cabbages have to roll d6s?
No,
Damn it!
they exploded.
All right.
I know. I'm just trying to get rocks to fall on you guys now too.
All right.
Torment, do you have? Are you bloodied? You can get another attack on me if you are.
No, I'm not.
All right.
You ain't hit me enough yet.
Scary dude.
You guys haven't even hit me enough to bloody me.
By 1 HP.
Yeah.
I was about to say while you're in there, if you want to take the bloodied condition, you can just take 1 more damage and I'll let you have it.
No,
But I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm going to hold on. Like my precious bodily fluids are leaking out of me. That is a bad thing.
No, bloody yet.
It's my turn.
At least you have fluids. I'm cabbages.
Yeah,
Am I go?
I think it's Drake's.
man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think what I'm gonna
I
do
want
is
to
I'm
ask
gonna
a question. I want to ask a question first.
go for it.
Since I have, if I was to dash, that gives me 100 feet of movement. So I'd have been able to clear him if I wanted. Couldn't I just charge into him? Since I have so much movement, and he's so
you
little and
dash,
I'm
you
so
have
big.
100 feet?
I have 80 feet. I'm sorry. I have 80 feet.
No. I mean,
I
if
have
you
40
dash, you can dash past him. You don't have like an attack for a charge, so not really. I mean, I might be able to
Run
say,
right over-
okay, you can like try to overrun him and knock him prone, but it wouldn't do damage to him. It just knock him down.
Okay, let's do that. What I throw. Because I mean, I'm a
He would
big
just-
guy.
he
I'm a
would
big.
just- You just do like an opposed strength check, I guess.
Strength check or strength save?
Just an
Strength
opposed
check?
strength check.
Would that fall under athletics?
Yeah, if you guys want, you can use athletics. Or you can use
Okay.
acrobatics to get around it, actually.
Mine are the same in it. Well, no, I have.
The shove definitely has to be athletics. It can't be acrobatics, but the dodge can be either one. Yeah, no. Basically, he basically just like leapfrogs right over, like he leapfrogs right over you as you approach.
All right. I'm done.
All right.
Well, I just scream out for Iowa. Where did you go? I can't see. I just keep running into the forest.
Drake. Your turn.
Well,
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action Fighting Spirit and make a twin paired of longsword attack.
Okay.
I think that's a crit. That's a sneak attack as well, since I have advantage.
How do you get advantage?
Fighting Spirit.
Okay.
So you'll be taking 21 piercing damage. And I got another hit. Ooh, you got a reaction.
God damn it! This is great.
Mister, are you bloodied?
Yes, I am.
Go ahead and take your opportunity attack. Nope.
I bet you I'm gonna get beat by fucking dice.
Now, your AC went down by 2 since you're bloodied, by the way.
I mean, I got beaten by dice.
Not low enough for that to hit you, I don't think.
And I'm gonna tell you to get the fuck away from me. What the hell is wrong with you?
You attacked us. We didn't attack you. You attacked the party. That's why he's coming after you.
That's it
You
for me.
attacked the party. He is going to fight till he's dead.
Iowa?
These are the same idiots that followed the same rabbit tracks 3 times, right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna starve to death in the woods. I'm just gonna leave. Like there's not a threat here. I'm just gonna go back to town and tell them this huge sob story about how my team went out into the woods to rescue some noble from some goblins. The noble was killed. A bunch of gnomes were burned, and like everyone but me and my team got killed. Fucking goblins, man.
Don't you mean everyone but you got killed?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said, but you and your team.
Yeah, everyone on my team but me got killed.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misheard.
Okay. Gilbert,
But I just
you're
leave stealthily.
you having a good time? Cap?
Oh yeah, yeah. Do the cabbages roll?
No. They exploded.
Mister.
Do the cabbage
What?
bits explode?
I think it's just me and you now, mister, because Iowa booked it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just leaving you guys because there's no way you're gonna get out of that forest alive. You'll starve to death first.
You guys are just
That's a
gonna
hit.
keep fighting, huh?
I guess so. I don't want to fight.
I'm gonna love using Wild Magic Sorcerer for the campaign.
Okay. Nice.
At least you won't have to use it long.
I mean, it depends on what I get.
Another hit. Alrighty.
That's it.
Be my move. I'm going to go ahead and back away a little bit. Past 5 feet, you get an attack of opportunity. No.
Okay.
Fighting spirit para-twinned longbow attacks.
Use fighting spirit again?
Got 3 uses. This is my last one.
Yep. And he gets 5 temp hit points every time he does it.
Mm-hmm.
Says the cabbage pieces that litter the ground.
Did that noble have any gold on him when I was looting his body? Because I would have taken that too.
Yeah, you get some gold.
Nice.
I don't have to tell you how much because we don't use
I
it.
understand.
Right. But
I
it's
don't
more.
understand.
There was like I got the objective. I got the money out of this deal. I now don't have to split it because everyone dies in the woods because no one else but me apparently can navigate them.
Still up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something along the lines of, "We don't have to do this. You could give up. I'll accept your surrender."
Bullshit.
I have 1 hit point left. I'm gonna fight some death. Sorry.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, friend.
But you started this. I started.
Yeah, I did.
Like shooting your comrades in the back.
I don't understand. Does this much fucking damage with 2 swords? Why has he been using spells and a bow from distance? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Man. If he's that much of a melee character, why is he fighting from range?
Because I do
don't
better at
die.
range. Those were range attacks that I did on you.
All right, so
Yeah,
you
is
run
that
it. 20.
How did you get advantage?
Fighting
Yeah,
spirit.
fighting spirit.
Samurai's
He gets
pretty
3
cool.
per long rest. He used them all up. He's all out. Remember, since it's your turn, you get your reaction back, and you can go ahead and immediately make an attack if you'd like,
Mhm.
since you're bloodied.
Nope. My move? Yeah, I'm gonna go and back up and then put one in the chest, one in the head.
Double tap.
Mm.
You don't get 2 opportunity attacks, it don't matter.
1 HP. That's
Sorry,
it.
friend. I'm gonna make sure you stay down.
Dad, you gonna make sure I stay down. Be a bitch about it. Go ahead.
Oh, you
You
attack?
started this.
I would have accepted your surrender.
No, you did. You started this whole thing. Always do. Anyway.
Good fight. Sorry about that.
No, it wasn't.
Assault is real.
And once again, Mick kills more party members when they couldn't defend themselves.
I mean, yeah, no.
So how many actual
realized-
bad guys did you kill this session, Mick? Not party members.
Probably,
like 1.
yeah, I think 1.
So
I
you actually
killed
killed more
questionable.
party members than so you killed more party members than bad guys.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
But the mission was accomplished, so at the end of the day, I'm fine. I don't even care
How
if you
do
get all the
you
bounty.
Paid.
You didn't get
And
paid. They
he just
left
died
you.
in the woods.
Dude, do you
Pretty
know how
much-
much shit I have
Pretty much,
unloaded?
you hired the party to kill this guy because he's like a nuisance to you, and right? And they're like, okay, well, we can make some money off of this if we bring some bring proof he died to the gnomes, right? And so you're like, all right, cool, and then you end up murdering their own.
Yeah, then you go absolutely butt fucking insane, and yeah, we bug out.
I mean, who the fuck turns into cabbages?
That's fair.
It
Oh,
seemed like
man.
an effective defensive tactic. You stopped trying to murder the cabbages once you
And then the
did that.
cabbages exploded.
It's a
It's
a
funny,
secret,
you guys.
it's
I
a
don't know if
secret
you
gnome
follow
technique.
what happened, but he got jumped. The noble got jumped by the gnomes, who chased him to the barrow, and there were goblins there, which captured the gnomes and the.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Kill the gnomes. And then you kill me, and then I explode, destroying any evidence that was left. And then you guys proceed to kill each other.
The mission was an
So-
assassination mission. I wasn't going to leave loose ends.
So how do we feel that went, considering I did 0 to prep for it?
Ah, it went great.
It was amazing.